Imagine having a buzz cut.
My computer is very quick now, not the usual lag, so it immediately started as soon as you started asking that question. Hello, everybody. Welcome
Dude,
back to What
imagine.
Team Comp, playing some Temptations of Ait'seh. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm sorry. My laptop died, and I lost the episode that we did. What, 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks? Yeah, it felt like 2 weeks ago. It must have been
About
2 weeks
2 weeks.
ago. And so there's some stuff that was missing. I'll try and fill us in as quickly as possible. But that way we can hop in on things. Also, Taru, our lovely Virdrick, our lovely asshole Virdrick, she is going to be a little bit late. Got to take care of some dog stuff, but they said don't wait up. They'll try and be here as soon as they can, and then we'll be good on that front. But in the meantime, we've still got other things we can do.
I love hearing you flounder because it's a character, or say a player playing the opposite gender, so you just
I tried
defaulted to
blowing out a
they.
candle just now and set my hair on fire. I'm okay.
What the hell, buddy?
My bangs caught on fire
This is why
for
you
about a second.
This is why you clipped them.
Don't set yourself on fire, bro.
I
On
just pulled a
purpose, anyway.
self Michael Jackson.
Oh my god.
Oh goodness.
Oh,
So,
Start the fire.
well, okay.
How are you, Drew?
So let's just begin.
that was perfect song. I'm sorry. Thank you.
So let's get into the D&D. So when we last left off, the party had been making their way through Corvin, having made their way through Delanash to meet with Kalir's mother and to take care of an old bully and confront them, only to find out that they had apparently at some point made agreements that caused some difficulty for them and were doing things that were rather monstrous. Continuing onwards, they eventually made their way near Solward after going through the Clouded Sands to speak with the druid that they had been told to speak with by Naivara's boyfriend. After being asked if they wanted to do a quick stealth mission into a mountainous area that likely had a Dracolich in it, or pick up some supplies for the druid, they picked up the supplies for the druid. You know, as you do. While there, they looked into a few different things. I know what I said, Paris. They were able to meet up with one of the people in the city who turned out to have been from Necronix, and said that the only way that they could go through the portal in Solward would be to kill the king. Deciding that they didn't really want to deal with any of that, they left. They spoke with the druid again, who told them that what the Darach, a undead druid, is currently looking for to complete their transformation into a undead entity is celestial blood. And that some of the notes mentioned one that was in a place to the north, in a high up position, and one that was traveling. After that, though, the party is now going to decide on what they want to do, and they are currently level 9.
I mean, the plan was either head to Cormundum or teleport, and then see if I had to teleport circle to Cormundum. I'm fine with either, to be honest. Why the fuck is there? Oh, that's right. That's what you drew on there, Mad. The fucking eggplant. Hold on. I'm writing eggplant on this bitch.
Eggplant.
Fucking
Alright.
eggplant.
So, I guess we get up in the morning and
Make your decisions.
figure out what we want to do. I mean, out of character, I would still like to go back to Cormundum to check in.
Out of care with us because we were going to be teleporting to Volfest.
Right, so if we can see
Yeah.
about doing that,
I mean, it was based off of Axel. Why? I kept. Butters,
Son of a
you
bitch. Huh? Hmm?
you were talking too much about League, and for some reason the name Volibear got stuck in my head.
Yes,
Like,
small, small, very pale man, am Volibear.
Bear, it's fine.
Big bear man.
He's a bear.
He's a burr.
If there's anything Axel is not, is a bear.
He's a twunk.
Not even.
um,
He's not even close.
But I'm fine with either, and I will say as much. She wouldn't mind a little bit of extra traveling because, quite frankly, the teleportation is freaking her out a little bit. On
Why
principle.
is it freaking you out?
Okay, so I've walked mostly everywhere. I'm still getting used to flying, and she looks over at Bright
You've
Eyes
been to the Feywild, right?
through a gate.
That requires teleportation.
Ugh. Still feels unnatural.
What it does?
No, I'm saying even that felt unnatural, but I'm willing to if everyone wants to teleport.
You hear a
I'm
faint
fine either way.
from Arcus.
Shut up, Arcus.
Oh, he's not looking at you when he's laughing. He's looking at Axel.
What the and
He doesn't say anything. He's not telling you anything. He's just laughing.
You little fucking shit stain.
He squints at you.
Squints back. It's gonna be like a fucking fight cloud between these two. I'm just waiting on it.
Well, here's the thing. I can get you a one-way ticket to the capital, like now. And I know a few people that would have more things. Like, you know how it's frowned upon to have teleportation among different continents?
She makes an motion, kinda.
Well, I know guys who don't care about it being frowned upon.
Oh.
That's why
Wait,
I
who?
offered. My sources.
She looks up.
My sources that aren't the true.
Okay.
Explain.
She
I
nods her
don't
head.
know if they're the true of Necronics or not, if I'm being honest. I don't think they are. They might be, but those guys aren't that bad.
We can give them a try.
From what I think, what I think happened is they started out as the same group. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
And then they split.
being separated over time, their ideals got changed, bent. You know what I mean?
She nods her head.
To be honest, it's just it's whatever. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, you know?
Up until the friend turns around and stabs you in the back because the enemy's been killed, but I understand to the point right now.
Exactly. But yeah. I think that could be fine.
She kind of looks at
Also,
you.
we know Halo's scuffed, right? So,
Halo's what?
Scuffed.
She nods her head a little bit.
The thing is, if we can go to Tamdav, right, get a teleportation circle there, that means Zadim, can also get a reliable way for you to get back to your people whenever you want.
That's the point. You can visit
Yeah.
home more often.
That is very nice. I would appreciate that.
Of course, I will charge a fee because I'm me, but this first time's for free. You get a thumbs up.
I would
I
expect
expected him to
nothing
bow.
less. And I would not ask you to do it for free. After the first time.
Of course, the first one's always free. The slight quirk to the smile.
So it
Alright.
looks like we're teleporting.
Hmm. Are you
Okay.
alright with that, Kalir?
Kalea nods.
And of course, clear to you. If you want to get to the inverse plane, like I said, near or in the tavern in the mountain is where you can find, or I can help you find. Even I don't want to. I've gone so far helping you with this. I want to help you at least get to the halfway point. You know what I mean? The teleportation to Necronics.
Oh, okay.
Or the portal, I should say.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Sound good, everybody?
Sounds good.
Kalea nods.
Alright. So, shall I start up the ritual? We rub the sand together?
She
Alright.
nods her head.
Yeah.
Alright. We will start drawing the circle ever so slowly, making sure to get every detail right. Slowly but surely. And right as he gets done, he'll go, alright, everybody stand in it.
Mm-hmm.
And as right as he's about to teleport him, he goes, by the way, 80% chance that elves don't survive this, and he'll finish it and cast it while everyone's on it.
Oh my god.
She reaches to strangle him as the fucking portal goes off.
So guys, if you finish the portal, you get that
Wait,
familiar
if
sensation
you
of
reach to strangle him. If you reach to strangle him, you break the circle.
Oh my god.
oh no.
Well, no, we're all in the circle, so
You're
I'm
all
just
in the
grabbing
circle.
it.
I think you have. Do you have to join hands? I think. You
No.
No.
No,
You just have
you
to be in
have
the
to be in
circle.
the circle.
do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the circle's open for a round.
So it's literally me going for him and the teleportation happening.
Basically, she takes a step, and as her foot goes down, her foot just slides down into the ground as everyone just kind of, feels themselves
Basically, we
sink
all
into the
get
ground.
turned to mist. How I
yeah.
think Axel's
Actually,
would
yeah.
work is just everyone gets turned to straight up mist for a second,
That's
then coalesces back at the other one.
Yeah. And as you step forward to strangle him, you feel yourself become yourself again. There's a faint mist around the edges of it, and you hear a few clanks and shifting of metal as you blink and turn and see several guards pointing weapons at the teleportation circle, clearly confused as to the sudden entry of you all. And then you hear another person just go, "Ah, Axelrod, is it not? I gave you my circle for emergencies. You see this?
No, Guru.
You went to the capital.
We're at the keep.
Oh, you went to the keep?
Oh,
Yes.
Did I say that had a?
Yes, you did.
I did.
Yeah, Bo made sure there was one, I think.
We are at teleportation circle on the keep, baby.
All right, so you go there, and it is completely empty because I don't think you guys said anything about having anyone guard that.
Probably not. No.
Yeah, no, I didn't think so. So I'm like, yeah, no, it's empty. My apologies. I thought you guys
I'm
went back
sorry.
to Valiend.
I just straight up imagined.
That's why I said the capital.
You're just outside of Valiend. Well, that's why I needed to make sure that the context was clear, because otherwise you would have had a very different reaction. So yeah, no, you're in the keep. It's quiet. There's literally
I
no
just
one in
straight
that
up
room.
imagine Cobble is just like
Yeah.
fucking skulking
I was
around.
thinking the same thing. Cobbles made a fort out of that room for some reason. Wait, Guru, didn't you say the kids level up to level 2, possibly, too?
Yeah.
Yeah, kids are level 2, by the way, guys.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
I just imagine the fucking we get to the guard area and it's like, oh shit, wrong destination. The guards just charging towards us like, oh,
Sorry. This would be great though.
But yeah, I just love the idea. Cobble's like, you just see a makeshift throne out of like newspapers or something.
that's in
Cobble's
his
just
room.
sitting on it.
That's
That's assuming he has only one throne, Guru.
He hasn't made it in this room yet.
He's got a paper mache model, like a small one.
Big aspirations.
I'm still laughing at the first entry of Axel with Cobble. No, kid. What the fuck's wrong with this kid? No context.
So yes, you are in an empty room. Because it is not one that is often used at all. There is no light.
Fuck.
Dark vision would be okay, except that there's only a very slim bit of light from underneath the doorway.
Fuck.
So it's dark. Even for dark vision.
Cantrips.
You see where the door is, so you can know how to just go over and open the door. I'm not saying that you're completely. Yeah, you go over. No one locked the door. You're able to step outside, and it's light out. You kind of have to cover your eyes just a little bit because you went from light to darkness, back to light.
Ah! Fucking cover my eyes.
That's why I always wear sunglasses.
Only half. It shouldn't burn this much. That fucking dust fucked me over.
Permanently.
Never I got a taste of what being a drow is like. It made her extra sensitive now. She hates it.
Let me actually see. Where is their names?
The kids?
Yeah.
Okay. Look under warlocks.
Everybody remembers the king.
That's because you won't shut up about him.
Cobble King.
I really love Cobble. I'm sorry. Every interaction my character's ever had with him has just been them staring each other down before he nods and walks off. That's it.
Real recognizes real. What can I say?
Let's see.
Food. Be right back real quick.
Cobble is me taking Shuffle and making him more likable.
I remember you mentioning that. That was you. Sorry, I'm trying to remember who was whomst here. Is that Paris as well? What?
Huh?
Yes.
NPR had the little shit.
That's who I'm looking for.
NPR had the kid that was like the selfish one, I think.
Yeah.
Not selfish, the one that just like, mine is mine. Got it?
Oh, yeah.
Where do you guys head to first, by the way?
Yeah. Well, Khalir's going to a lab.
Okay.
The kids got into it.
As you head through, because from the teleportation circle you have to go downstairs, and as you kind of pass by the kitchen, you just hear Obwood go, "Need any food?"
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Khalir, did she notice?
He's kind of yelling at you, but you can walk past him without noticing if you want. Obwed is asking if you guys want food because he sees you guys walking past. Your Tawaki chef.
Khalir barely notices and is like, huh? And turns to the rest of the group, turns to him and the rest of the group and is not sure who he's referring to.
Y'all came in. Y'all came in together.
I would love some food, please.
Have a seat. Have a seat.
What time is it here? By the way, Guru. It's like we would only be like an hour behind, right, or something like that.
From there, it's probably closer to 2 hours behind. So he's up early.
Yeah,
Things he still has like these rising, and it's also darker than when you left, but enough that there's light from the sun directly in from the windows facing there, so it's still bright. But yeah, he appears to be making some kind of not bread, looks like more rolls. He has a little kitchen stove that he's working with, no fire. It appears to be some kind of magical furnace.
It's an electrical stove.
It's magical furnace. No electricity, magic.
Magic.
Which actually looks like it was crafted out of stone, which for the people who know arcane sort of things, you would know that that's likely some kind of druid creation, actually.
Nice.
Yes. But they take a moment, they get done with the rolls as they're mixing up something else, and as they're doing so, they cut each of them and they slip some food into them. They kind of raise up a finger and they're like, "Are there any of you who don't like meat?"
I swear I put Navarre
You can laugh all you want. Some
snorting.
people don't like meat. Do you not like meat? Points at Zadim, who snorted. Like, he's at a very serious, like, do you not? Are you, huh? Hmm?
I absolutely love it.
Points to Naivara.
She's looking at Zadim like she's processing the phrase, and she's clearly trying to stop herself from saying something.
Zadim looks Naivara dead in the eyes.
Have you met her
And-
husband?
And he
I got the
smirks.
second one.
Like, he knows exactly what he just said and how it sounded, and he's waiting for you to say something.
She was gonna. She like opened her mouth, and then Axel said something. So she just looks at him, and then looks to the cook. I like meat.
Eh.
Don't. And she points to Axel.
They
What?
make sure that basically they're putting fillings in between the rolls, like stuffing it into it. So they like crunched up
Make
bacon
mine
bits
rare.
with cheese. You're rare, yeah, rare, yeah. How,
You're
what?
obsession with meat rolls.
I like meat rolls. It's a breakfast
Drew
dish that
or
you
the
can
chef?
love. Me.
Done.
I like having food that is conveniently able to be shoved into like a little pocket that you can then
You
just
like
shove in your
taquitos,
face.
don't you, Greer?
A little bit, yeah.
You like Krabby Patties, don't you?
Yes, I do.
We ain't
you
trying to
blame
spoil
me?
This bitch.
Can you
You should
blame
buy-
me?
I'm gonna buy you a big ass box of Hot Pockets.
Bayou?
Hot pockets.
Bayou?
breathe, Cajun. Calm down.
Bayou? You going down to the bayou?
But you're able to all get a very good breakfast, and it is clear from the amount made that if you ask for seconds, they would certainly have enough. And they're actually making what appears to be thirds. And after,
Making breakfast.
yeah, they're making
Alright.
breakfast. And after a little bit, they're just kind of like gnawing themselves, just like, yes. I need to put more bones onto, not bones, meat. More meat onto some of these.
I need
Children.
to put more bones on his meat.
Yeah. Shush.
Don't break their heart. They only have one of them. Break their bones. They have 240.
Many bones. Many bones.
Oh God.
Where's my baby?
Oh, hang on, Don. Let me DM you something real quick, actually.
Uh-huh.
Do you have food, or are you just making noises?
Clicking with my tongue.
Okay.
So you send that. You don't get a response back immediately. You know it went through, but you don't get a response back.
That's fine. I'm going back to feeding. Feeding? Eating.
What time of day is it right now?
Morning. Like before, like just barely at sunrise.
So Bo is up, but he's not in the house right now, then.
Yeah.
Knowing him. He's out on the lake.
Early fishing.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
the best time to fish, Paris. The fish are the most active.
Yeah. That's,
And the skeeters are less active.
you definitely hear the sound of rustling cloth.
Huh.
Yeah, someone's going downstairs.
Oh, fuck. Cobble's awake. Why this early? God.
Is it one of the kids?
Do you look?
Yeah.
You see Akin coming down the stairs.
Oh.
And he kind of looks over, just like, you know, when you
His
say
name
things like
sounds
that.
like someone's coughing while saying it. Sounds like someone sneezing while saying the name.
I mean, fair. But yeah,
Okay.
he comes down the stairs and he kind of points to you, just like, when you sent that, I figured you'd be here. And then you hear it in your head from the ascending stone.
She just shudders because that's the weirdest noise ever.
Yeah, you got the. You're like, oh, I should have responded sooner to that. Walks over, kisses your forehead.
Cheers,
Breakfast.
feedback.
Pretty much.
Basically, yeah.
Did I wake you up? What?
Yes!
Jumps on me.
Hey, he looks at you, puts his hand on the table, closes his eyes, and after about 15 seconds, he falls back asleep.
Why didn't you just say that?
That's impressive. I wish I could fall asleep like that.
Bruh, you clearly have not been exhausted. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have like full bags under his eyes, but they definitely look a little more sunken. This man has been tired.
Oh, I thought he was just like power napping, and by power napping, I mean like forcing himself to sleep.
I
A
forgot
little
that
bit of
both.
both.
I
Albert
forgot that
actually.
even
Well, go ahead.
uh,
Go ahead.
I forgot two of the characters you didn't pick work here now.
Yes. Oh, I
Just
actually need to move
remember.
them into the staff. Who are we hiring? That
Yeah.
was who was it? Was it Bixby?
Yeah, Bixby is one of them, and the crazy ass sorcerer was the other. I've forgotten his name.
Okay, so I don't
It
remember
was
his
something
actual name.
flamboyant.
Yeah.
Twinkle
He talked
Bottom
like
Top.
this. There he is.
Twinkle Bottom
There.
Top. That's your service.
He
No,
thinks
no,
like
no,
a
no.
Mad Hatter.
It's bottom top.
Bottom Top.
Bottom top, yeah.
Yes, you're right.
It's a soft O on
Yeah.
the bottom.
Bottom Top.
All right.
But
Very
you
stupid
do
question,
actually
Dom.
see.
How much?
Yes.
How much does this fucker weigh? I'm gonna put him back to bed.
Yeah.
He's
You're
a
strong.
giant.
Yeah, I'll give you that. You're going to have to take. It'll take a bit to do it, and you try and go to move him. Alwyn holds up a finger, moves over, pulls out a blanket, and just kind of drapes it over his shoulders, and just kind of like tucks them in, and kind of lifts his head gently, and just kind of puts like a little extra blanket between his arms and his head, and just kind of lays him down. Looks at you. It has been an interesting past 2 weeks. Very bad. Let him sleep.
Wait, I forgot. Did they ask Almond to do it? No, they didn't. Okay.
No.
I'm trying to remember. Did they ask Almond? No, they didn't ask Almond.
Not near the children.
I was scared he was a pedophile.
He's not. He's a good man with a good heart. Just a little
I
bit
know out of
weird.
character he was a good man. He just chose the wrong words during that interview.
I mean, he likes to end all of his words with baby. Not all of them.
You're gonna have to fill me in. She points to the chef after breakfast for right now.
You see him like kind of wince, like, the king's gonna want to talk to you more than me. Trust me. He knows more, and kind of motion talking. He knows less, but more than me.
The king?
Yeah, something about
Yeah,
needing. He was asking for Bo to be present for a meetup with some people who have prisoners. I think is what Bo said.
Great.
boy.
Great. The lobster man is in charge of a political meeting.
No, not in charge. He needs his eyes, or not his eyes. His. He knows how to look at people. That's a very strange way of putting it, but it's.
His insight?
That's the word. He wants to have a few people who can do that, if you will. And apparently he feels that his presence would be, at the very least, a potentially positive one. Potentially, at least. I don't know what's going on beyond that. And I don't think that Bo heard too much more than that, just that he needed to come at some point. If you want, actually, no, he's out on the lake. He'll be in. Oh, wait, no, he's going fishing. He'll be back eventually.
Oh, Lord.
He probably dragged one of the kids out of the house to make them get up early and go fishing as well.
Want to guess who
Just
I'm
to torture
thinking?
him.
You want to guess who I'm thinking it was?
Cowell?
Yes.
Well, yeah, probably. He's trying to get that kid productive.
Yeah. Which he's being more productive. It's just he's also got a very high opinion of himself. Not a bad thing. Just
Understatement of the fucking year, but yeah.
yes, exactly. That's the thing. But yes, so you guys are able to have a good breakfast, kind of get a little bit of time to relax some more. I mean, you've been pretty much cruising for the last couple of weeks, but it's nice to be back in a place, just a place where you've set yourself up, if you will, to know that everything here is stuff that you've put together and that you have had a hand in. You know what I mean?
The fruits of our labor.
After,
Yes. And Kalir has gone to her. Yes, I remember. What was it that you were wanting to do in there?
well, finish off the new upgrade that she's putting to her armor, which
Ah.
requires her to take it off. And begin building another suit.
Oh, all right.
I swear, Kalir never takes off that armor. It's got to stink at least a little.
I mean, prestidigitation definitely helps.
Sweaty
Don't
girl.
think she has that spell.
Does she not have that spell?
No.
Oh, then a little bit, yeah. Going into there and being able to take it off to actually clean it and make the upgrades and stuff definitely will help.
She's kind of putting AC into it. She's getting
Magical
the
AC.
to upgrade.
Wow, she puts an AC into her suit of armor, but Britain didn't even do it for a house. Imagine. God, they're so primitive. Jeez.
Shut up, Butters. I imagine you're making it more of a natural AC sort of thing, but you're also making it for the sealed suit to essentially Iron Man faceplate and seal and lock in to prevent it from having toxins and such come in when it's sealed up.
Well, kinda, yeah. Yeah. I imagine that there's like, it makes her armor slightly like beefier. Expands it out a little. As for the helmet, it's probably like the back end ish and the sides, and then there's like a magic bubble.
Oh, you're going with the bubble sort of thing. I get you. That's a very cool idea. I like that.
Bubble, it's like
By
a
the end,
face mask.
Yeah.
by the end of the campaign, Kalir just has the Hulkbuster walking around at all times. Do a fucking school.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Punching the Tarask in the face.
She's. I don't know if I already made a power source for the boat. The coat, but
If she made a what for the coat?
a power source for it.
Okay. Obviously, this is going to take a lot more time than just today, but you're back home. You can do it as you need when you need.
I love that the code is going to be a campaign-long venture, by the way. Like a campaign-long fucking project.
We're gonna get it to level 20.
Yeah.
To be fair, that is
just
completely up to how much time you're
up-
willing to put into it.
Roll up on the docks of the final battle. Like, we go from the shore to the land because of the wheels. Just like, yeah.
To be fair, it's not up to me.
A little bit, yeah.
Because I'm not the one making it. It's the king and shit.
They're using your designs and such, and obviously the power source is going to be a big part of that, but
I'm not giving them the design for the.
Obviously,
power
you're
source.
not. Actually, that does remind me. There is when you're entering it, there's like a piece of paper, not a paper, a letter that looks like it was put into the door frame that is addressed to you.
Oh, I open the letter.
I apologize, Butters. I'm going to just kind of ad-lib some of this because it's Bo's handwriting and Bo's words and such. But it's like, hey, Kalir.
It's near unlegible. Just so
yes, but you're smart enough to be able to kind of essentially make enough sense of the chicken scratch to get up. Hey, Kalir, it's Bo. I just wanted to let you know that I had to go inside your workshop for a little bit. I wanted to apologize. The king had asked me to make sure that this was sent to you. It wasn't the king. It was some kind of noble person, but they just want to make sure you got this. I want to make sure you got it too. You got a lot of cool stuff in there. No idea what any of them does. I didn't touch anything. Bo.
Yo, hold on.
What is in the lab?
On the workbench is a bag. And in the bag is this weird, like wax seal sigil sort of looking thing, and a bag of 300 gold and 10 platinum.
Nice.
With a little note that says, "We thank you for your contribution." Doesn't say who it's signed by. Just we thank you for your contribution.
In a bag. So there's a wax seal.
Yes.
Wow.
You recognize the symbol of it. It's for the in the words are hard. It's for the part of the nobles library. Welcome back, Paris.
Oh, right. Bag of 300 gold.
Hmm.
Did she say?
300
How
gold
much?
and 10 platinum. So 400 gold total. Also on the back of the thing, if you flip it over, it says more to come.
Yo.
Oh my.
Right, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, it's part of the. Yeah, he's part of that. It's part of the library.
Colette is very confused. But she makes a note that she wants to go to this library to see why they gave her money. Do anything for them.
Not that you know of.
No,
Clear.
that's why she's confused.
You exist. You exist and you make magic items in like 4 hours.
Oh god,
Clear.
this is going to be one of those things where they call in a favor later on in my life.
Hey, we gave you gold without you asking us. You owe us now.
Here's your gold back.
She's going to just keep this in the corner of her lap.
Right, like just puts it in the corner, just like if they ask for it, I never spent it. But at the same time, I need to find out if I can spend this because that's a lot of money, and I could use the money. But I get you.
Like a bomb.
Kind of.
Colette's monetary sense.
Just so you're aware, if it was mail, it was open by Bo. He's not.
Yeah.
He doesn't want like a bomb or some shit getting into the school.
No, that's why he put it into her
Yeah.
room, and because it was addressed to Kalir, and that's why it was something that he kind of looked at and was like, okay, it's just money. That's safe.
Or
Also
is it?
detect magic hit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, again, Bo went through the process. It's just gold. It's just a paper. Nothing about it was magical. That'll be when you get into the city, Paris.
I didn't know where we were. I just
You're in
came
the
back
keep.
and clearly got money.
You're in
Okay.
the keep. You've been in the keep, Paris. You got food.
I know we were in the keep. I didn't know what happened after I left.
We were going to Kalir, who's in her, her workshop area, which is still in the keep. No worries.
You people do so much in under 2 minutes.
I mean, we get a lot done. But yes, you're able to complete the upgrade. That part is easy enough to do. Making the second suit will take a little bit more time, but beyond that, just time and resources, which you can get the resources. You're going to move him, even though they said not. Cool. Yeah, no. You help. He is no help, by the way.
I suspected.
He's a tired man. Like, again, like you've seen him like worn and tired. This has probably been like more than a few days of him basically only power napping.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely taking him to the fucking bed.
You, by the way.
Fuck you, Butters. I saw that. That's horrible. Oh, excuse me. Leave
Sorry,
me alone.
No, that's not to you, Paris. That's to Sing Mad's thing about Bo's been in Kalir's workshop. Oh no. Anyways, anything else you guys wanted to do in the keep?
Nah, I'm good.
Cool. Bo shows up. He's got a couple of fish that he gives to.
They have probably one very large fish and then one
Yeah.
like barely big enough to keep fish that Cobble's holding.
Yes.
Oh,
Cowboy, as soon as he sees you guys, just kind of like stares at you guys, like realizing that they're back.
Navarre stares back per usual.
Zadim nods politely.
You see, Bo is starting to cast an incantation, which some of you might recognize as sending. Then he goes, "Oh,
Boo! Navarre will move over to hug him.
I smell like fish."
It's fine.
He'll hug you, and like there's now a fish resting on your back that he was holding.
It's
Nice.
fine. I smell worse.
Well, you now smell like that.
I needed a shower anyway. It's fine.
I had a dream last night where I remembered something.
Oh,
I
that
had
is
a
horrible.
mission before I met you people. I just remembered that.
What was this mission?
Apparently, the docks weren't being the king wasn't protecting the docks of Vessel's Perch. So there's more crime on the docks or on the shores. Out of character, I went back and watched Bo's intro session.
Oh yeah,
A
I
few
was
days
waiting for
ago,
you to bring that
and
up to the king, and you
apparently
never
he had
did.
a mission.
Yeah.
No, apparently he had a mission and shit.
Yeah.
I didn't remember. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I went back there and I got distracted because I was trying to be hunted and murdered and everything. You know how life is. You know, created by a goddess, having your brother from a past life trying to kill you. All that. You know,
It is a lot, yes.
just Tuesday, I guess. So, what's happening with you people?
There is a lot
got
to
it?
unpack. No, thankfully.
Alright. He did his job.
Wait, what did you? I'm sorry. What did you say?
He did his job.
Pointing
do.
to Axel.
She nods her head.
No. Axel kind of scoffs a bit.
He did his job and then some, and he got compensated for it.
That's what I thought. Well, I got the safety room up and running. Just so you know, Navarre apologized in advance. Your grandmama, what was it? Auntie. Your auntie won't be able to enter there.
Well, I hope you
Like,
he will not be
Not
able
like
to.
by rules. No, I mean like physically can't enter there.
Well, I
Ah,
certainly hope you will not have to. And Zadim just kind
Also,
of smirking.
Silek can't enter there.
Oh, he stopped smirking.
yes,
Silek can't
fucking.
enter.
She looks at Zadim.
It's a bold choice, my friend.
It wasn't a choice. It was just part of the spell. They're all prohibited.
Well,
I mean, it-
None of them are allowed.
Oh well. I mean, it'll keep the kids safe for sure.
Yeah. There haven't been any big security threats so far. Right.
Correct.
No.
None.
Yeah. Must have been people. I don't know. Maybe you're the danger.
Hey,
You've
What?
had a few people who've come
Have you
out
gotten
and
in
like
danger
spoken,
since you
but
left?
no danger so far.
she opens her mouth,
Have you
immediately
gotten in
shuts it.
danger since you left? That's what I thought. Knucklehead. Jibs you in the thigh with his claw.
I've missed you, Bo.
I miss you too. Clancy's gotten a little bigger.
How much bigger?
Let us see.
You whistle.
How big is this crab?
Not much bigger, but just like maybe
Okay.
a little bit, mostly in the claws.
Yeah. He's packing.
Oh, hi, Clancy. I'm gonna pick up Clancy.
The ducks have gotten bigger, very good.
I've been training him to attack.
There's like a little boxer
I'm gonna-
stance, like
I was about to say, I'm gonna lean back away from them claws.
no, he's poking away from you.
Okay.
You know, just in case he can be the he's gonna be the school bodyguard. You know.
That would be the funniest scene in my head ever of someone breaking in and then running past me with a crab stuck to their ass.
He can't beat me in arm wrestling yet, but I'm sure he'll get there one day.
I want to see Bo get suplexed by this
Well, I
crab.
guess it'll be claw wrestling. Yeah.
Speaking of, as much as I wish to sit and talk, and we will be able to after the serious business is done, because I really need to. You have been told that the king wants to see all of us, right? Including you?
Huh?
Yeah. Apparently
Bo was
he
told
wants...
that he was to see them.
No, I didn't hear what you said, Paris.
Oh, okay, so wait. King is to see us, or Bo is to see us?
Bo is to see the king, I
King
think.
wanted to see the bow.
Okay,
Yeah, King wanted to see Bo, by the sounds of it.
okay. Excuse me. You know the king wants to see you, right?
Yeah.
And you know that I'm not gonna let you go in there alone, right?
No. I mean, I was fine going in it alone.
How often
Seemed like
do
a
you go in
normal.
there?
Not often. I don't know. It kind of scares me. They're rather intimidating people always in there. Big, scary political types and that kind of thing. This is a real weird crowd being around. I'm not used to those kind of people.
Do you want to go alone, or do you want us to come with you then?
When is it, Guru?
Uh, Preferably within a few days. Uh,
A couple of days. I don't know.
uh, at most, it was the end of the week, which is in 3 days.
Yeah, a couple of days. I don't know.
Essentially, he said he will call for them to speak with him when you're there. And the only stipulation that the other party has that he wants you to be there for is that the meeting be after sundown.
Oh, that's not...
Just in case, I'm already with that. My first instinct is I'm bringing the daylight spell.
Please.
Yeah, you still not good with bright light? Or are you fine with it now?
Bright light still burns, but it won't blind me like it did before.
I've gotten some bigger spells too. Much bigger spells.
You see her take, like, at least one step back. I'll keep in mind.
No, I got one for you guys actually. It's like the most healing I can do to everybody ever. Well, maybe more in the future, but currently it's my biggest accomplishment when it comes to healing. But another one is like just lets me talk to Silek. The other two though, he stares off into the distance.
Oh my god!
They're not pleasant.
Be right
Just
back.
pats him on the back. Alright. Well, if it's only in a few days, then right now we can rest and relax, it seems. Please. I've been talking to scorpion people. I really need to rest.
Ew.
I'm sorry, man, you're talking to my cousins? Gross.
That was just the simplistic ew. Was perfect.
I was laughing because Bo's got a crab claw.
It's
like-
not the same!
They're not the same, no, but it's like cousins. Distant cousins.
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
How do I fight God?
You give me a hug, and then I just kind of relax, and then you can suplex me.
Fine.
Yeah.
I will keep that in mind. But for now, I'm going to help the chef with his fish. Because I have nothing better to do.
Roll a wisdom check.
Hang on. Wow! I opened fucking Arcus's sheet, but not my own. Fuck's sake.
Amazing. Arcus is more important.
The baby is always more important than the parent. Fine. Even though currently he's an angsty teenager.
When did I ever say that?
He's fucking yellow.
He can be whatever he wants. 18. Obwed allows you to stay in the kitchen. He doesn't throw you out.
Did I have to convince him to not?
He was watching what you were doing, and he's a professional. And he was essentially making sure that if you knew your way around the kitchen well enough, he'd let you stay. But if you started being like, wait, hold on, do I need to? He'd start being like, okay, no, shoot. But he's like, okay, I'll let you. You don't know my kitchen.
A part of
Let
me
you
feels
stay.
like I would at least know how to clean fish, considering how long she's been in the wilderness.
I'm not saying that she doesn't know how to clean fish. I'm saying that what you're doing is showing him that you know how to clean fish. Because you can
This
argue with him
fucker
all
in
you want.
particular.
Oh, yes. He Paris, he's a Tawaki. He's penguin folk. They know fish. Better than Bo knows fish. And Bo is like almost next behind him in knowing fish. Because Bo knows fish. He doesn't know if you know fish. He hasn't seen it.
I
Yes.
know all fish. Show me a fish.
You'll point and say, that is a fish.
That is fish. Yeah. I love that idea. You point at it, Bo's like, give me a second. Cast and commune.
Hey, babe, I need to know what kind of fish this is. Can you help me out?
Pretty much.
So I like just sitting there like, you called me for this?
No, she'd be like, oh, you called me. She loves hearing from
God.
Bo.
That's
Hearing
tough
from
start.
Bo makes her day. Even if she doesn't hear from Bo, just knowing that he's thinking about her makes her day.
She's touch starved.
I
This poor.
still don't know when my marriage is gonna be, but I assume it's coming up.
I mean, I would hope, but she hasn't ended the engagement.
That could happen. Oh no, that can happen.
She puts her
starts kind of panicking.
she puts her hand on his head.
Give me a second
Hang
to refresh
on.
this page.
Alright.
Keep going.
She absolutely loves you. She is absolutely in love with you. There's no chance that it's anything.
Yeah, we had to talk for a long time because I still was and kind of am upset about the whole cracking thing.
I might have to change which side this goes on.
Sometimes,
That's weird.
God, sometimes things come up in the relationship that you need to have a discussion about. How you handle said discussion is what makes or breaks it. You two handle it like adults. You solved it. Which were good for each other.
Yeah, I still don't like the whole cracking thing either.
I'm still getting used to the fact that I'm looking at you and seeing technically a Kraken, trust me.
Well, here's the thing, right? It's kind of joke-worthy, the fact that I was such a big and mighty creature and she turned me into a halfling.
She explained why.
Still wasn't a good reason. So he was like, yeah, but still.
I mean,
Yeah, thank you, but still.
You would have died otherwise. There would be no Bo she hadn't.
let me die instead of being a halfling! I mean, maybe that was all the energy she could muster. It was a big effort just for me to summon him when I first did it. Don't point to Arcus.
Was he a kraken?
No, that's what I mean. He's an itty bitty creature. It shouldn't take that much energy, but it did. Maybe she was just that weak. Two shrugs, just my 2 cents. Butters. Oh no. Where did Butters go?
What?
There we go. I couldn't hear anything.
I
He
was
wasn't
doing
saying
something.
anything. If you didn't hear him echoing.
I didn't.
Yeah, he was
I
echoing a
heard
little bit.
nothing.
No, you're fine. You are fine.
Stop bullying me.
I am not bullying you.
I'll tell you, I'm literally just sitting in the kitchen. Like,
I
she has nothing else to do.
Yeah.
She is bored.
Yeah, I think.
What the fuck was that?
Good morning, Obwed. Hi. Oh! You see Bree walk in and realize you're all there, kind of like step back a couple steps, like, oh, peeks in slowly, waves at you all. Hi.
Every.
The Fey Patron Centaurus.
How many fucking Fae are in this fucking building?
All right, Paris. What? I'm back. I'm taking out
Where-
trash. What?
Where did I leave? I can hear the crickets. Where did you leave off on what I said?
Didn't hear it.
What was the last thing you heard about that I said?
Something about summoning Arcus.
Okay, so what she said was, because I'm going to summarize it because I don't fully remember it, was it shouldn't have taken that much effort to summon him, but it did. So maybe she was just that weak. Just my 2 cents.
Also, is the whole part hiding it from me when I was getting like bullied to like a lot as a kid?
Oh no, that has no excuse on that.
Yeah,
Pretty sure she explained that too, but she also did apologize
That-
because
that's still
again,
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's unexcusable in his mind. Like,
the fact that she was unable to do anything.
There are just some things
She
where no
could've
matter
told
what
him.
Could have, yes. But what would Bo have said? Would Bo have, been like, yes,
that would have given him a lot of extra confidence.
confidence, yes.
This is one of those
So
things
he
where
would've
it's like
felt
no matter
not as bad. About
Yeah, no
getting
matter
bullied.
what, yes. Each person sees himself in the right. In the end, she should have told him. Did she think that she should have told him? No. She thought that would have made him very much a big target. Having that much
Dragon
confidence in
Child
himself.
Pop.
Yeah.
Regardless. Welcome back.
Wait, that's just not understanding Bo at a core level though, because like you say, "Hey, you were this. Don't tell anybody about it." Bo wouldn't tell anybody about it.
Mhm.
It would. He would just internalize it, and he would have felt better about himself. But yeah,
It's
Oh, yeah,
the
no.
paranoia.
that's the point.
I know this. She
Well-
did not.
Oh, excuse me. Wait,
I also
Hang on.
always find it funny that I'm older than Beatrix. That's pretty funny.
Oh, yes.
you're gonna hold that over his head for his entire fucking campaign.
Yes.
The rest of his life, which I will outlive probably because of how age works, which is sad. We should all just live forever. Can we do that?
Navarre lifts her finger. Yeah. Okay, so I already live a while, and my mother has lived almost triple what I will already. And she says that it's boring to shit after the first 4 centuries.
That means like, oh Lord, that means in that time frame then that you're like a pet for someone. How long you will live for your mom? That's awfully depressing.
She like looks and kind of tilts her head with the most just basic expression of, did I just get called a pet?
Like comparing lifespans. You know what I mean?
To what exactly?
Like yours to your mom's. It's like someone having a dog that lives like 1/10 of their life.
I mean, she's a full elf. They live a while, as far as I know.
Well, you get what I'm saying.
I do, but I don't see myself as a pet to my mother.
Being that old has got to do stuff to your mental state, right?
There's a reason that she's so cold. Oh, God, I don't. Not thinking about it. Thinking about that future. No, she immediately goes back to the fish.
Bree sits down and gets some food.
By the way, I got fish, and he kind of like puts it on the table very happily.
The last thing that she wants to think about is her mortality.
That's all Bo's been thinking about, though.
Oh, gosh.
Zeneve's just kind of come to terms with this at this point.
It's not the fact she's scared to die, it's the fact she knows she's gonna outlive most of you except for Bo.
Bo lives forever. I'm gonna be a demigod when I die.
I don't know why, but I just expected you to say when I grow up just to fucking add roars to it. How big is this fish, by the way, that he caught? Like the big one?
About as big as his arm.
Oh, God.
His
For bow,
arm.
that's pretty big. My arm or my claw?
Right.
Arm.
Okay.
But from finger to shoulder.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair
So
enough.
about,
That's
like foot,
About
yeah, I'd say
a
a
foot and a half.
foot and a half.
foot and a half. That means bow's only 3'2".
Oh yeah, then a little over the length of his arm. Then
There we go. Because like bow's 3'2".
I forgot he was 3'2". I thought it was like closer to 4. My bad.
You scared me when you said arm. I was sitting here like,
Yes.
I was sitting here like, please don't be like the claw. That's a lot to fucking clean.
And that's only if you're, cleaning that one. Cobble got one too.
Did Cobble get the little one?
Yes.
I will personally clean Cobble's fish.
Oh, you in your head of 1,000 voices. I got the big one.
Hold on.
Are you inciting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Grr, what's Cobble's deception? I don't know.
It's not bad. Where's Cobble? Cobble. 6.
Huh?
6 plus 6.
6 total? Oh, plus 6. Oh, he's lying, motherfucker. Roll that for me. Score on let's see how good he does.
18. He's not bad, but Navarro sees
Not
through
bad.
him.
Yeah. He just sits there squinting. Big one.
She squints back.
Big one. Big one. Big one.
She'll take the big one and start cleaning it.
Yes.
I spoiled this child. This is not even my child.
He is wearing a fake crown by now, by the way, just so you're
It's
aware.
made of wood. One of the guards
It's-
carved it for him, which Bo would have known. Because he got tired of hearing the voice and said, like, look, if I make you a crown out of something, will you stop speaking in my head like that? And Cobble agreed,
No.
and so he carved it for him.
He'll eventually cobble a real one. Eventually.
Possibly.
Oh my god.
But yes, you guys have time to do things. What do you want to do? Obviously, Paris said she wanted to check in on her business. It's not like taken off into the sky or anything like that, but it has seen.
Oh, duh.
Well, no, it's seen good, like a number of people, and the person who actually is like running for you is kind of like, did you like talk to some of the nobles in the, coming by? Because we've had a few of them like poking their heads in. It was nice and whatnot, but what'd you do?
John, I haven't done anything.
No, you haven't. That's why she's asking you.
She
You don't
just
know.
she looks at this woman. I haven't done anything.
You must have spoken to
last-
someone then. I mean, we had the prince and princess come in to look at stuff. Like, they were the first ones, and then after that, just others started showing up.
I mean, the last big thing that I could think of was that contest for the festival.
I mean, clearly the contest did something good. I mean, I don't know. Whatever it was clearly keep it up, I guess.
She just shrugs. She's in a little bit of shock on that one. This is like it's basically like, okay, so I didn't plan for shit. What the hell is happening?
She has no idea. You have no idea. But both of you are like, no, you're earning back a little bit of money with that. That's pretty good.
Not gonna complain.
No, you're not.
Guys, something happened one of the days that I don't think I'll ever forget. Is it Dimitri? Is it Taru's kid?
I believe so. Let me double check.
Dimitri?
Drayden.
Drayden. Who started with a D?
That's right.
Drayden
Drayden
Gore.
started crying. Yeah, Drayden started crying, right? Then, Paris, what was your girl?
Dakota.
Then Dakota started crying with him. Then, for some reason, Cobble mimicked it in my head of the sound of thousands of people crying.
That is a lot of crying to handle.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not. It was strange.
I,
Definitely.
I think I've numbed myself to Cobble's eccentricities.
His face just jolts to you.
Abed points
And
fingers like, hey, not in my head. No, you go sit down. Go, you.
he's
Staring at
he's
Cobble.
looking at Nivara now, and you see her. Have you in the thousands of voices?
She walks up to him, leans down, and pats his head somewhat.
I'll make that soon enough. And he'll slowly just back up and start walking out of the room. Cobble's gonna try to scare Nivara at some point now.
It's probably not going to be too hard.
Dude, he's gonna wait till he gets the invisibility spell. Wait around the corner, then have all the voices scream in your head at once.
Holy shit. Or what the fuck are you doing in the room? So apparently at some point I took that dust again because I'm hearing ghosts.
All right. Anything you guys want to do in the keep?
Um, nothing particular that I wanted
This is so dumb, and forgive me.
to do.
Go ahead, Zadim, sorry. I didn't know you're finished.
Probably take a hot second, have Bright Eyes fly me up to the roof so I can chill in that little shrine I got to the Storm Ranger up there.
Cool.
Your alcove?
My alcove. Alcove cave.
Yeah. It's easy enough for Rise to get up there.
I don't know why. I just imagine her trying to fit into this shrine. It's like, really? Fuck!
It's not closed in, right?
Don't.
Mad?
Well, it would have been how I would have wanted it designed.
Okay, then.
And I ain't afraid of falling off, so I probably would have put like a wall just so I can hang things there if need be. But it's probably it's like 2 angled walls.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it.
Okay. Yeah. It's not like she can't fit in. It's more like she can go up to the front of it and kind of look at it and be like,
What you doing, Pa?
Kinda. But yeah, you can go up there and you can make remarks as you wish to the Storm Ranger. Clear said she was working on making another suit of armor, right? Another set of her power armor, as it were.
Yeah. She'll have to buy some studded leather.
Oh, studded leather. Okay. Easy enough. 45 gold.
Okay. How much would be plus 1 studded leather?
For plus 1, that would be closer to, I'm going to say flat 250.
Yeah. Alright.
The person who's selling it has like a number of them that looks like they're made for people who are. It looks simpler to make than the armor and such, so it looks like it's at a bit of a cheaper cost than some of the other things you've seen, but it's also studded leather armor, so depends on how you use it.
I'd be going to the city for that, right?
Yes.
So, I'd probably go to do some other things as well whilst I'm there.
Okay. Anything specific?
I'm going to go to that library.
Okay. So you find the library. It's easy enough if you ask about it. They'll be able to point you right the way there. When you go into there, uh, you realize it is the library that you had gone to before.
Well,
You had gone to
I
the
would
Noble
have
Library
thought.
before, yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Oh, you
see
should probably.
the same
Oh,
Tabaxi who had once spoken to you before, uh,
I
working
remember
a
those
few different
three
things.
sessions where we couldn't get out of the fucking library. I remember it.
Yeah. And you see the Tabaxi, and she kind of looks at you as you come in and is like, "Ah, you have returned. Welcome back."
Why did you give me money?
Oh, you received it. Oh, that is good to hear. Uh, Mr. Valiant was insistent that we give you some money. Something about you imparting some uh, very, very worthy and worthwhile additions to the library that will be coming at some point, but he would not give me more to say.
Additions?
Hmm?
What?
Oh
Mr.
fuck! Didn't you give him something about your dad?
Dillian Valiant? He's not the person who runs this place. That's still Count Gilvan, but Mr. Valiant is a collector of different things, and apparently, uh, obviously, you've given information here before, but Mr. Valiant said you had been working with him on some other project at some point, and was very impressed with your work, and uh, personally set out to ensure that you were given proper compensation for what you have done.
I don't remember any such thing.
You don't? Strange. She like looks like genuinely just like, huh. She doesn't know what to say. She just, hmm.
Uh, uh, okay. Um, can I have that book?
Yes. What was the book again? Just make sure I've got it. I have it marked around here somewhere.
It was about, like, universe plane.
Ah, yep. She reaches in. She pulls out a black leather bound book and she offers it to you. It's more scarce than we would like. We'd obviously like to expand this further, but obviously having ways to get into a place of myth like that is one that we need to be careful of. But yes, here you go. It's got a few bookmarks in case there are specific places in it that you want to look at that other people have looked into before. But yes, also, again, if at any point you are able to take a call and speak with our Count Galvan, he would be very happy to speak with you. Okay, well, of course, that would be
Uh,
on your own time. It does not have to be now or even any other such time, but again,
uh,
at your leisure.
is he here?
He's not here at the moment. No, he was. He's been in his estate. He was actually here about a week ago, but he had to go out again. Apparently, there was some issue down near the docks of the uh, southeast. Apparently, there had been some people who had gathered there, and I shouldn't say more. I don't want to spread speculation about things I've only heard of.
Oh, the people that Bo's talking about, the unsafe, was the cult that's trying to kill Bo. I get it now.
The kind just squints. Are you sure he exists?
Very
Because
much
he's
so.
only here when I'm.
I can assure you he does exist.
Hmm.
Are you saying that you are secretly him and that he only shows up when you're gone?
No, why
Because
would I be him? I'm a girl.
stranger things have happened.
Okay.
But yes, they're.
She looks down for a second.
I am still a girl, right? But yeah, she She just kind of smiles and wishes you a good day after she's given you the book, and she definitely looks like she's mildly biting her tongue, but on something. But she just kind of shakes her head and just kind of waves it off.
Khalil will just walk out. Yeah.
Of course. So yes, that's what Clear has wanted to do. Anything else? So Zadine wanted to just also you. By the way, this is leading up to whenever you guys want to go to meet with the king as a group.
I
So
want to go meet with the king now.
okay, so meet with him like before going to.
Yeah.
So you want to basically like touch base and try and have a powwow and such.
Yeah, I want to talk to him.
Okay.
I'm a DM. You something done?
Anyone else going with Bo?
I am.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, Khalil will go with the king.
Okay.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
he also wants to talk with the wizard person about the coat.
So that's 3 people. Zadine.
Yes, I will also be going.
We are just going to presume that there's a little invisible Virdrick who will be following along.
Cop.
We can hear. Oh yeah, it's on my. I'm surprised you can hear that.
Yes, we can hear it. Full ass siren.
It's on the other side of my house.
We can still hear it, man. Sirens are meant to be loud.
That's true.
So you guys head in to have a quick talk with the king.
Oh, what we think is going to be quick anyway.
What you think is going to be quick. What it will actually be was, you know. And you guys are greeted by Holness, one of the.
I need to speak to Mr. King.
Mr. King.
Okay, don't worry about it. I can see if he's available to talk to you. If nothing else, I can get Sylvain. Actually, not Sylvain. Inhual. Sylvain, if Kieran can talk to you, and if Inhual can get the king available with you, he's probably going to thank you for it. They've been having a whole shitload of people coming through here recently, and it has been a nightmare for some people.
Why not just not let them come through?
Who?
I don't know.
Let who come through? Wait, what?
You said it's been a nightmare having so many people come through. Why not just not let them come through?
Because. Wait, you don't know? Oh. Let me go talk to the king.
Listen,
I don't know.
I'm a very simple man.
Yes, this is a complex situation. Let me get the king for you. Hey,
Okay.
Juliel.
But wait, I'm getting ready.
Awesome.
Enhance ability intelligence.
Gotcha.
Enhance intelligence.
There we go.
Awesome.
I'm mentally preparing.
Awesome. So he runs off, and after a little bit, it takes maybe 15 minutes, but you are then told to follow after him into the side room that you guys were allowed in before.
I'll follow.
Yep. And in there
Just
is...
in case, I will also... No, I can't cast God. I think that'll actually break it. Yeah. Never mind. That'll break Fox Cunning. I can't cast guidance on myself. I was gonna, but I can't.
Yeah.
Shit.
I don't like that I still remember this king's name. That's not okay.
You have in the sitting room area Inhual, the half-orc, and the king.
Mr. King.
He gives you a nod. Please have a seat.
Yeah, I see.
He looks quite a bit tired. Like he's probably not been getting the best of rest. I'm glad to see you here early, but we did say that it would be at night when they wanted to speak with us. I'm guessing you want to speak about us before.
It's not about that.
Go on.
No,
then.
it's nothing about that situation.
No,
I'm
go
here
on,
for something else. Oh, yeah. Okay, so there's this cult in Vessel's Perch who's like, they're really bad people, right? But one of their like big goals is like just to kill me.
He looks very exhausted. Like, there's this clear look of just this, oh no.
I was also like arrested in Vessel's Perch a few months ago
He nods at that.
because I defended myself against said cult.
He stops nodding, kind of closes his eyes, and again he lets out this.
So like, I don't expect you to be able to do anything about it just yet, because you know, countries at war kind of stuff. You know how it goes, right?
Yes.
You are the king.
Well,
But is there any like type of document since I'm not going to ask for payment for being the insight that you said you want, right? I'm not going to ask for payment for that. Could I ask for like a how you like, so to speak, get out of jail free card? I find myself in prison a lot, surprisingly, and usually I never do anything wrong. It's always just a wrong place, wrong time, you know, sort of thing.
that actually has made
once
him
a
smile.
fucking I work for the government card.
Right.
I want diplomatic immunity.
That actually brings a smile to his face, and he just kind of leans back at that, just like, "Oh, Bo, I needed to laugh like that. That is
I've been told I'm a good comic relief from time to time.
you truly are more than you know, and it is indeed a blessing to hear something that can actually bring that kind of a smile to my face." And while do we have anything
I'm
that
happy
might
to do it.
allow this? Inhal thinks about it for a moment. He's like, it wouldn't be airtight, but if we were to give you an emblem that would essentially say that you are part of the king's retinue, essentially it would be elevating you to amongst the lower part of the king's affiliates, people who work for the king, essentially. It basically would be saying
Right.
that you work for the king.
Hmm.
It would mean that anything that you do could be held accountable by the king, but that anything you do would be brought before the king, which tends to make people take a moment before making poor choices, as
So
if it's
it's
brought
like,
before them.
it's like, hey, don't try me here, try me at the Supreme Council, kind of thing.
Kind of.
Like,
Essentially,
like,
it's
I
a
get to choose my court, motherfucker.
kind of. It's also a case of, okay, you want to be like, yes, you want to be like, hey, we're going to try you for this. Well, guess what? You have to come talk to the king now. He's got to hear what happened. And this guy works for the king, which means he's more likely to be able to go, this is what happened, and the king to go, I see. Because if you say it and it doesn't match up, there's got to be a good reasons behind this. He does also say that it would extend to your party members, but you would be the one
Okay,
carrying
is there
it.
any way you could arrange it so it says I don't work for the king? Maybe I'm just buddies with the king or something.
It would
I
have
don't
to be
like the term "work for."
partner.
Associated?
Huh? Say that again.
Inhal's like partner
Uh, mm,
in business with.
informing.
Oh, you could be an associate with the ocean, like a diplomat for the ocean.
Yeah,
An
that sounds
ambassador?
cool. Can I do that? Can I be the ambassador for the ocean?
Holy shit.
I don't think that
The
the
whole
I could ask
damn
my god right
ocean.
now.
well,
If
to
you
be
could
fair,
tie
there
with
is
it.
a god of the ocean.
Yeah, silent.
No, that's her father is over the ocean.
So, what if I ask her to? I've never met her father.
Oh shit.
Before the wedding.
Ngamere.
Oh God, do I need to? Do I need to ask him for his blessing to marry his daughter?
So-
And I'll look at the.
No,
It is
I
How does that
usually
go about that?
No, he looks confused now.
Navarro will very gently tap Bo's shoulder and kind of lean down. It's probably in your best interest to talk to them before you marry them.
How do I talk to him though? That sounds very complicated.
Ask your fiance. Later, not now.
Wait, you contacted your deity or a divine proxy? Can my divine proxy be her dad?
Not
haven't
right
tried yet.
now.
Part of the commune spell?
Dude,
Haven't tried yet.
unbelievable.
Yo, so I'm marrying your daughter, fucking lightning strikes.
Okay, listen. But yeah, I was mainly just here to, like, inform you of the cult and everything, because, it is a problem. They're like a cult worshipping some, like, great evil Kraken person.
That's what I need. Okay, yeah.
And they seem to be operating near or in Volfest. Or Vessel's Perch, not
Vessel's
Volfest.
Perch, yes.
Vessel's Perch. Volfest is in a different country.
Yes.
Continent. Different continent.
Yes, indeed.
So, yeah. That help, Almighty King Man. So, yeah. Diplomat of the water and all that could be cool as well.
We'll say that
How
you
about
are the diplomat.
associate to diplomat of the water?
How about we say that you are an associate of the king, acting as a envoy of your god, Silek,
Silek.
right? Silek,
Yeah.
envoy
I also
of
want to
Silek.
open a church for her soon, but that's in the future, of course.
Of course, and that is something that you had discussed with me before, and that I have to
Why
get
the
through.
fuck does Bo have counterspell on his sheet? Wait a minute.
Shouldn't.
What?
What the fuck happened? Clerics don't learn that.
No,
Do I
they
have
don't.
a weird item
Maybe-
on me?
Maybe Compendium, when you went to give it to Axel, put it on Bo's sheet instead.
Excuse me.
Maybe.
That is possible. Sorry, that went down the
Oh,
wrong pipe.
die?
I'm trying not
But
to
yeah.
die.
Thank you, Mr. King. Always a pleasure. Seem pretty cool. I could hang out with you at some point if you ever want to hang out.
I think he needs to rest
Yeah.
first.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, the eggplant is gone.
If you want, I could one of these days. You know what?
Aw.
I'm gonna come up here for the meeting in a few days. So whenever you want me to come down, I can bring you some real nice fresh fish if you want.
I would appreciate
good
it,
freshly caught fish.
but it likely would be something that would have a bit more of a. The cooks will be making their food and such. If you want to bring it early for them to cook up, I would not be against it.
No, I'd cook it. No offense, sir, but by the things around you, I don't know if you know what home cooking is.
I know what the chef's cooking is. I'm not sure if you would count that as home cooking, but that's, I suppose,
No,
not for me to fully say in a way.
There's a difference between professional cooking and home cooking.
Fair enough.
Professional shishmation.
Were you wanting to know any of the details beforehand, or just come in and see it as it is?
I
would prefer
mean, I guess
details
details
beforehand.
wouldn't hurt. I mean, that's not what I came here for, but I'll take it.
That's understandable. What have you heard about the massacre?
The what?
Which one?
Ah,
What did
several
he say?
weeks ago,
I didn't hear.
several weeks ago, there was a massacre
Where?
southeast of the continent, on the peninsula.
Don Ping it, Claire.
Hold on. Inwal will come over and have it. It's a very rough kind of map, but it's one that's clearly made for like king and such. You're actually in about the right area, and right about here is right about where he taps.
Wait, hold up, keeping it. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness, notes.
I put a thing there, Guru. Why not? I
Thank
put
you.
little
No,
things.
Everything was in heading 3, that's why I freaked out.
Ah. But yeah, he kind of just nods from what as Inhwal kind of points it out for you, so y'all can have a visual idea about where it would have been.
Hmm.
The thing about it is that a great many people were killed there. A good number of them were foreigners,
Oh,
all
so do people
armed.
think it's like an attack or something
Oh
on
no, it
foreigners?
was an attack. The foreigners
But
were
like,
coming to attack your keep.
What?
how do you know it was our keep exactly? Did they have like papers on them?
That's the thing I'm getting information on. It said that, well, amongst the capital as one of the targets, they were planning to, and I'm paraphrasing a little bit, burn and raze the bastards at Tidebringer Keep. Now,
Hmm.
I'm.
You see, this might be the cult again that's after
Hold
us,
on.
or may possibly. All right.
The people who've brought this to our attention have apprehended the leaders of this group, who they say are members of a group that they've heard as being the true of Ait'seh.
Navarre
Oh, it's
fucking
them
goes pale.
bastards.
And the leaders, as far as these people have determined, should not have been able to do this, or at least legally they should not have, as a good number of them are either from here or from other countries. They're clerics.
Did what we do to them was that legal? He looks to Navarre.
They were.
Considering that they were kidnapping and torturing animals and people just to find a way to more effectively destroy a
I have not deemed
mostly
it
innocent.
illegal. Let's put it that way. I have not deemed it
I'm sorry.
illegal.
What they did was not illegal?
No, no.
Out of
No,
character.
what we
did.
did. What we
What we
did
did.
was not illegal.
Oh, okay.
Yes. No,
I was
what
about
you
to
did.
get thrown out of this fucking room.
Out of character.
Yes.
Technically, I was perfectly within the rights of legality.
Why again?
Squatters' rights, bitch.
Wait, what did you say, Butters?
Squatters' rights.
Squatters' rights.
Oh man, all I was doing was taking care of the forest and its
Oh, yeah, because you're a ranger, right?
various whatnot.
Yeah.
Its various subsidiaries.
Yes.
The fucking giggle.
The thing is, again, I do not understand who it was or what happened in total, but apparently they have names of every individual who had come to that place. Some few thousand people.
Well, are they
Foreigners on-
labeled a cult yet, or no? Are they still a clergy?
Oh, they're being labeled occults.
Okay.
If they have
cool.
clerics who are working amongst other clergies, they were from different clergies, by the way, just to be clear. They were not one clergy doing this, they were multiple. If there's that diverse of a group all doing this, it is under my rights and authority
we
to label
really
them as a
made them
cult.
upset, didn't we?
Well, we destroyed one of their bigger research areas along with all the research in it.
And Hual just kind of
Dealt
coughs very loudly. We believe that you
So
were
all
a
those people
side
died
note.
because of this.
You were a
Wait, what was their main purpose?
They were coming to kill the king and set about a new leader to fix a problem the king had caused. Looks to Naivara. The problem of allowing warlocks an amnesty of magical citizenship.
Wait, so does that mean we're the reason all those people got massacred?
No.
Massacred means killed, right?
Massacred means killed in a great abundance. They chose
Oh,
to
that's
come
even
onto
worse.
Okay,
They chose
well,
to come
hang on.
upon this soil in an attempt
The
to
peop-
desire to harm and kill people like you.
Why's Drake Bell trying
The people who were killed were the ones who were coming to the keep.
No,
To
it's not
kill us.
those people killed people.
Am I
No, no.
Right
misunderstanding,
or
Don?
wrong?
Say again, Butters?
Bo thinks
Yep.
that the people that got massacred were innocent people
No,
by the
yeah.
cult.
No. The cultists who were amassing a military force upon Tamdov. They were the ones who were massacred.
Oh, then don't even label it a massacre.
It
Call
is
it like a
still a
crusade or
massacre because it
something.
is a large group of people who were killed. Because according to reports and results from what we have seen, the only people killed were the cultists.
Who killed them?
That is what we are finding out. Some people who work for the Cabal family.
Do I
Hey.
know that name?
Do
Right,
you
that
know
name
that?
sounds familiar.
Look in your
Do I
notes.
know that day?
No.
You were here for this, Butters.
Sure,
So.
do I know? Huh, I wasn't?
You were here, yes. Butters, not
No,
Butters,
Don't
Bo
do I
was
know
here.
that?
freeze!
I have
Oh!
Omega Brain on right now. Can I roll something?
Roll intelligence with advantage because you have used that, and I'll allow you to have the enhanced ability to say that you're essentially trying to, Omega Brain it.
I remember.
Natural 20. I
Oh,
remember.
remember.
HR's trying to say something, he's very quiet.
What are we trying to remember?
The Cabal family.
Yeah, I don't
Evar
remember.
just sighs.
Butters,
Is that the evil ones? The evil noble ones? Or no?
you remember them being the nobles who had come into Tamdov in Ivory Hills.
Yo, I'm gonna flip out the
So,
window.
is that the bad ones? Is that the one
As
that
far
made
as
the
you could
vampire?
tell, it seemed to add towards them. You never got evidence to prove it was them.
You remember the
Oh, those
nobles
are
that
the evil
turned
ones. Bo just
You
says out loud.
Yeah.
the ones who turned that child into that person into a vampire and was going to turn the other one? Yeah, that group.
No, they
Yeah,
weren't going
the
to do
evil
that.
ones.
The other one, the person who was the vampire, said he was
The
going
person
to
whose
kill
turn
them.
was going to turn his friend into a vampire, but
Said he was.
it's basically being an accessory to murder.
They're the ones with like one
Oh.
of them's like a werewolf or something, and they're trying to like do stuff with the inverse plane, right?
Yeah. Every word you're saying is just kind of making the king just kind of sigh softly and kind of nod, just like, more things I need to
There
worry
is a
about.
lot that we need to apparently unpack for you.
Well, to be completely fair and honest with you, they've saved our country in doing this. The problem is that I don't know what it is that will happen when they're presenting the clerics to us.
I mean, even Hitler did some good things.
Shh,
Sorry, sorry, yeah, sorry.
you
My
stop that.
I mean, I don't want them here. I don't like them.
That's
I mean,
not for you to decide, unfortunately. That is
Are
why
they
I'm
the
having
people at
you
the
here.
meeting?
They're the people at the meeting, yes. You can not like them all you want, but I need you to try and keep an open mind when we're listening to this so we can make sure that as much as we may enjoy company with them, that they do not try and do anything to affect me or my associates, as well as to ensure that when we come through with this, whatever may happen, that we are able to get facts and the truth from this. I do not want to be involved in lies any more than you do.
Well,
I don't
If-
want to be involved
Bo.
in this kind of thing. Huh.
You do not
They
have
aren't-
to. I can ask for someone else.
they've done some fucked up things. They've done some good things. These were the people who, in fact, led us to that group of warlocks, as well as the plant creature. Which, by the way,
They
we really need to tell you.
they also left the coins behind that were going to slowly kill the people by exhaustion.
Exactly. So coming here and making sure that they don't do that to the highest authority in this country is very important.
Oh,
If one of them steps out of line and tries to attack somebody, am I allowed to kill them and smite them with a bolt of lightning?
There's not
that's
many places where you can summon a bolt of lightning, but if you have a way
Hang
to
on,
do that,
NPR is
and then
trying to say something.
yes, NPR.
no, you can finish. I'll say after. Guru.
Hmm.
You can
You can
finish. He said,
finish. I'll say it after.
He was just basically saying if there's not really like rooms and such where there's going to be a high enough ceiling for it, but if you have other ways to,
May I request the thing be held outdoors?
unfortunately, it would be actually, the main hall would be a high enough ceiling. I can promise that much at least. But
All right.
there are other places in the building where, excuse me, it would not be as such.
Okay. Good to know.
Collier kind of like turns to the rest of the party like, um, I don't know if this is relevant, but I got some gold from a noble Valiant or something. I don't know.
Valiant?
And Valiant. That sounds right. And apparently, I got the gold because I did something for them, but
But
I didn't do anything for them.
I can speak with Valiant and see if he has any information as to what you've done for them if you need. That way you do
Do
I
not
I
think he
have
might
know
to.
be
where?
brown nosing you.
Possibly.
Also, like, they said that there was more to come, so
That implies that they're
I'm
expecting you
worried.
to give more information or more something. I wouldn't know what it is you were paid for specifically.
I wasn't really. I don't know. I think someone might be trying to pretend that they're me.
Again, closes
That's
his
not good.
eyes, breathes out slowly. Inwal, can you get an investigator to look into that? Inwal nods, writes. He's been writing down notes this whole time. He makes like this big, like,
This king has like 8 veins popping out of his head right
oh yes, yes he
Also, Mr.
does.
King, can you cast magic?
I cannot. I was unfortunately
Uh,
not deemed capable in the arts of casting magic. At least not to
because
my understanding
yeah,
and capabilities.
I was
Fight.
wondering because I don't know if it's the best idea for you to actually be at that meeting.
I have to be
You
at
know what
that
I
meeting
mean?
is the primary issue.
No, I mean, what if you were like mentally there, but like not physically?
You're talking about an illusion.
Yeah.
They would probably be able to tell it's an illusion.
If they were smart enough and were able to be clever enough. The thing is
Believe
is
me.
that I do have things that are, well, let me put it this way. I am seating myself in the grand hall for a reason. And Wall kind of
All
leans in.
right.
We have expected such things and have enchanted the throne various times, multiple times over, to ensure that it remains a place of safety for the king.
All right. Fair enough.
We have anticipated other people attempting to do such from other countries to attempt to assassinate him while he is upon his throne. This throne is, without a shadow of doubt, mentally one of the safest places to have the king remain.
So just he can't get out of throne then?
He can. He has other things. He kind of points to the king, and King just like holds up his hand, just like no. He's like up, holds up his hands. I'm not allowed to tell you everything, of course. It is unwise to give all the information to one group. But the
All
throne
right.
is the safest place for him to be. I can let you
Uh,
know that much. Looks to the king for like confirmation,
you
like, I didn't overstep, did I? The king kind of nods, just like, no, that's fine.
also, Mr. King, you never answered me. If one of them tries attacking anybody, I
If
can
one of,
smite them with the power of Silek, right?
if one of them attempts to do so and seems to be doing so in the attempt to do them harm and is not doing so with the aforementioned attempts to keep the people safe as they have shown. He makes it sound he's very uncertain about the word shown with the event down south. Then yes, with the power of Silek, you may indeed do such, but only if they are doing such that they are attempting harm upon someone who is unjustly deserving of and or, for lack of better words or terminology, if they are being wicked,
I'll
bring
just
down
take
your
that as a
God's hand
yes.
upon them. Yes.
He's smiling. Alright, good to know. Am I allowed to wear my armor?
Yes.
Or like, do I have to wear
I
nice
wouldn't
clothes?
deny you your armor in such a formal gathering. Your armor, if I remember correctly, you said was something you felt was quite good looking upon yourself. Formal attire, if you will.
Yeah, it was a
Yes.
gift from Silek.
Yes, it is a form of formal attire. You may wear it to a formal gathering such as that. Yes.
Oh, so it's like a formal gathering.
Yes.
Can I have a +1?
Who are you looking to bring?
My fiance, if I can.
If she is capable of showing up. He looks in hall. He said
Okay,
his
I have a
plus one was a
question.
god, right?
Can I roll an insight check to see if they believe I'm marrying a god or not?
Roll an insight check, sure.
I mean, why not, dude?
Yeah, no.
Only an 18. No,
18.
No.
Inwall does not. The king is skeptical, but there's like this look of like, I want to believe.
He's like,
There,
And
out
Inwall
there.
looks very disappointed with the king for wanting to believe because he's like, it's so
he's
obviously
like, I
a
don't believe
ruse.
this halfling is fucking. Yeah, I don't believe this halfling is fucking a god. But if he is, nice.
Yes, exactly. That is a good way of putting that. Yes.
Got a few. I have to cast a commune a few times in the next few days. All right, got an idea.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Why is Bo inciting?
Butters is trying to get his goddess to come to the formal gathering as
It's a
his plus
formal
one.
Oh my
event.
God.
He really wants his fiance to meet his friends before they get married. You know.
I mean,
And this
sound
formal
like you've met
gathering's like the
Nybara.
best event.
Eh,
Not really. She's spoken to Nara, not like really met in person. That's like saying, oh, they talked over the phone. They met each other.
I mean, it was eye to eye. The bitch threatened me.
You didn't see what she looked like, though.
Yeah, I did.
No. No one's
I
seen
could've
Silek
sworn-
yet.
I
No-
could have
no one has
sworn
seen
in that
Silek
pool
yet
she
besides
appeared.
No,
Jesus
It was a
I
voice
heard her
only.
voice.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
voice only. No one has seen Silek yet besides Bo.
So I'm sitting here like, I don't want to show my face. Go away.
I'm not decent. Bo always calls me at the worst times. I just got out of the shower. Don't you
But,
live in the
yeah,
ocean? Details.
Mr. King, I apologize for taking your time. Thank you for talking to me.
No,
And
I
I'll
appreciate
be,
you taking this time. It was important that you did.
Alright, cool. I'll be heading out now. Unless anybody else got
course.
anything for Mr. King.
I have a few questions, but I'll stay behind for a few minutes.
But now I'm curious.
Is it
I
something
will-
that you wish to discuss with everyone, or kind of looks to you like
Private.
Always left out everything. He starts walking.
I will fill you in once I get all the details myself.
I mean, wouldn't it be easier for us to just get the details at the same time so that you wouldn't have to be filled in again?
I'm just trying to cure my paranoia. That's why I don't think it's that important to have everyone here.
Hey, look at me. Look. He
He
points
looks
his,
at Bo.
he'll open his claw up where it's like the thumb of the claw and the rest of it hits his, like touches like right in front of his eyes than yours.
look at me.
If it's
Yes?
important to you, it's important to the rest of us. Let's just talk about it and get it done, right? As a group. No need to keep things from each other anymore. We're like family.
She smiles at him. Alright, fair enough. She'll look towards
Yes.
the king. Okay,
Never won
so
an argument before.
She pauses for a second because she heard that. She smiles. Okay, so this is going to seem like an obvious fucking question, and if the answer is obvious, just tell me so. Don't beat around the bush. My bad. But apparently, it's a fucking reflex at this point. Apparently, what have you and my fiance been talking about that both of you lost so much sleep? Unless it's this massacre.
The massacre.
So you pulled him in specifically to talk to him about it. It's an affair.
Allow me to put it this way. A number of clerics have been restrained and are brought in from different countries on essentially charges akin to treason because clerics are not allowed to form a militia. And
wait,
they
Mr.
did
King,
so on
Mr. King, I just
soil.
realized
Yes.
something. Yeah, us coming to the thing with you, isn't that like putting all of their targets in one location at the same time?
Oh boy, is it.
For the clerics, unfortunately, it would be. But it would also mean that they would keep their eyes away from your keep, which is my thought.
Well, that night, all the kids will be in the safe room. Oh, but those are clerics.
Yes,
so they'd be able to get into the safe room. They don't know where my safe room is. You don't.
I'm not asking, so I cannot be able to tell. He understands. He is completely transparent. Just like, no, I'm not asking because it is better that you don't tell me, so that I can't tell anyone else.
No mind reading.
There is no safe room. Never
Exactly.
was, never will be.
The astronaut meme. There's no safe room? Never was.
Never was.
She leans to Bo. I think we could get some vultures to keep them safe inside the safe room.
I just realized you guys don't know where the safe room is.
No, they don't. So if anything bad goes down, they're just like, we're here to fight or die, apparently. Or we leave through, one of the open areas.
I mean, that would be not ours, train of thought.
It's probably best you don't tell me.
Clear's sitting here like, they're gonna get my head real easy, man.
My head is like an open book.
If anything ever goes wrong, I can show you guys where it is.
She nods her head. I'm assuming the kids know what it is, right?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
They kind of need to.
So the question is, do you want just us of the group or all that you have consulted about this?
If you all wish to come as bringing support, I would appreciate it. If you do not wish to come, that is completely understandable, and I will respect it.
Oh, there is no way I'm not coming to this to look this bastard in the eye.
Again, we do not
I
know
want to
what is
crop
going
dust
on.
one of them.
No! Buddies! Don't, no! No!
Was that cruel and unusual punishment?
I think that breaks the Geneva Convention.
If you really think about it, it's more like a Geneva suggestion.
God damn it, Butters.
Geneva guidelines.
Get the book.
Throw the book at him, please. Hit him square between the eyes.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. King. And he very awkwardly bows. I think we can be taking our leave.
Thank you for coming. It is much appreciated that you did so. You are good people.
I'm going to be scribbling something down on a piece of paper, by the way.
As usual, I salute you, Tidebringers, and I, until we meet again, bid you farewell.
As usual.
Clear, like, when?
How many times have we been saluted to?
This is the second time.
Or third. How many times have we met?
Actually, no, this would be the third.
When he says as usual, it both means for past, present, and future in this scenario.
In the hopes that it continues to be as such. You have yet to make it
I
a.
sometimes forget about the future.
Don't worry, Kalir.
That's a good way
The
to think
future-
about
The
it.
future,
Live in the present.
the future can still be bright, and that is how I'm hoping for it. Also, points to Naivara.
Hmm?
Tara said that she visited your establishment and that she asked a few other people to look in on it. Apparently, it is quite a lovely place.
Okay, so it was Tara's doing. I'll have to thank her. I had no plans for her to get there. What I gave her was just a gift.
Gift or not, it is still something that thereby would mean that it is something that can be shown off and the like, and she felt that if she should be able to show it off, others should be able to look just as good, if not as good or better. And you've clearly shown great prowess with what you have been able to do. You and the people who you currently have working for you.
She just opens and closes. Oh, go ahead.
I just wanted to ask, in Huang, are you? Is the coat built?
It has a few more pieces to your speculations that need to be finished up. It will actually probably be done by the end of either next week or... No, by the end of next week. As long as we don't have anything happen to it in this meantime.
Okay.
But, it is simply missing the piece that you say you will make it, essentially.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's... Wait, so if
I
that's the
gotta
only
get
thing
back
done,
to
is it ready, or is it just not put together?
It needs some finishing touches to ensure that it doesn't get waterlogged. Essentially, it just needs to have it very thoroughly, having a few coverings of sap and such to ensure that it has a resin. My apologies. They said it was resin. Sap was something they had used initially, but they feel like resin will be a more powerful substitute for that to ensure that it doesn't just sink.
I will just your bow to go out if he really needs to leave.
I need to get back to the keep.
You are
So I'm
dismissed
just-
if you wish.
He's waiting for the group.
Oh,
Colette walks out.
there she goes.
Yeah.
Oh,
The coat was actually, I made some rolls on it. Yeah, no, despite all the things that technically should be done for it, because of the amount of people that are working on it as per the offer given by the king during the festival, they're making it pretty quick. Like, it's been a few months and they're already most of the way through it. They got some mastercraft craftsmanship on that too, and again, they're making it only to your designs, but you still need to make the power source.
Naivara, are you ready to go?
I'll give the king the piece of paper that I've been writing on.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that I can't say a lot, but there are some things that are weird about these nobles that I figured that it would be best if you know it now, as opposed to finding out through some other means before
I
you meet
will
them.
review them.
I never held the entire...
Wait, what?
I've never held the entire length of a whole cucumber in one hand before.
Did you just manage? Is that why you're like bringing that up?
Dude, the joke that just came to my mind.
I'm
No,
not
no,
enticing
no,
that.
no.
No. Butters, don't. No.
But isn't glad we're on the same page there.
Currently, setting some cucumbers to brine.
Nah, pickles.
So you're making pickles?
Yes, I'm making pickles.
Pinkles. But she'll look at Bo and nod. That's all I wanted to do.
Alright.
You! And she will point to the king. With all due respect, you need sleep. Lots of it. Because you are looking worse off than Alkin was, and that is saying something since he fell asleep at the table in 15 seconds.
I wish I could do the same. I've been catnapping.
I don't think you're supposed to talk to kings.
Well, then maybe the kings need to look out for themselves.
I have been, and Inhwal has been, and Tara has been, and Kieran has been, and the cooks have been, and the captain of the guard has been.
Hey,
I have had a lot
if
of
you
people.
want, Mr. King, I can give you like a minute of extreme peace.
I can just knock you out.
Just 1 minute of extreme peace. You want
Looks at
that?
Navarro very like just flat face of just don't, and it looks at Bo just
I
like
mean,
please.
he has a lot of servants. I
Alright.
think he can take care of himself. or
All
they
right,
can
Mr.
take-
King, are you ready for 1 minute of peace?
He nods.
Calm emotions.
I'll cast the spell. Does he fail to save intentionally?
You said a minute of just peace. He fails to save because he understands you are casting a spell on him.
The king disappears. The cast the banishment.
Inhwal just kind of stares at you, just kind of like raises finger, slowly curls, and is just like, if it weren't for the fact that I know he'll be back in a minute, as you promised, and that he is technically incapacitated for this minute, I would have countered it.
Jaw drops.
I suppose that is one way to take care of this issue.
Oh.
Okay, he's from this plane of existence.
Yes,
right?
he is. That's why I am not
Okay.
currently going to beat your ass.
Saw it coming.
Needed to make sure and all,
I
like how you're
What if
understand.
he was a fake?
after.
What if he was a fake king? This whole time.
You'd have been
Then
fucked.
I would be very concerned, considering I grew up with him, and there's a reason why I was presiding as his.
He's got like 30 more seconds on his peace
Yes.
and tranquility. We should get out of here.
Navarro's jaw is
go,
almost
go.
on the floor.
Just go quickly.
See what he looks like when they
Go,
come.
go, 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 go. She starts ushering fucking Bo out the room.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You have a good day too.
Yeah, he got that minute of peace, baby.
Yes,
She's
yes, he
gonna
did.
close-
Incapacitated
close
for a
the
minute.
door. Close the door like 20 seconds later. What the fuck? Move, 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 move.
No, you don't hear anything when he comes back, which might be scarier for you because you don't hear any reaction.
Paris, I did what was on the tin. I gave him a minute of pure
You
peace,
gave
baby.
him a minute of peace. No, that yeah.
I'm imagining him just float like for a pure minute, just floating in the stars, just like da 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 da.
Bad.
Also,
Just incapacitated.
I love that he assumed that I'm just gonna fucking beat him until he goes away.
You said you would knock him out.
Yeah, sleep knocks you out.
All right, boys,
He has
let's
more.
go.
He has more HP than his sleep.
All right.
Well,
At
most of the
fifth
time.
level.
Maybe
So, okay,
depends on what you roll.
does anybody do anything before we get back to the keep? By the way,
Good question.
I congratulate you on absolutely hoodwinking the hell out of an entire court.
Oh, I'm
I don't know
fucking
what hoodwinked
crying.
means.
He pulled the wool over his eyes.
Confused.
Khalid
Does
doesn't
not
know what
reveal
Bo
it, but
did.
She doesn't know the banishment spell,
Nope.
so
I
she's
do,
just
though.
kind of like.
Okay, so basically, what he did was he sent him to a harmless demi-plane for a minute. That was nasty, by the way. Good job.
Khalid's not asking. She's just confused.
She just looks really fucking
She
confused.
just looks kind of shocked.
Okay, all right. Anybody else need to do something before we get back to the keep? Huh?
All I need to do is get some fabrics because apparently my business is moving enough that I need to start sewing again.
Oh, that's cool.
Also, I found out a way to enchant clothing. So now I can make well, whatever your wife wears to the wedding even better.
Now, hey, if I get her to come to the formal event, you can ask her.
Okay, so actually, Bo, I have something to talk about with you. Actually, all of you, now that you're all here.
Yeah.
This might be a way to get Psy, out and about, actually, if you can communicate this to her. Auntie is having a get-together. A gala of sorts. And she extends the invitation to all of this group, as well as Silik and Beardrick's significant other.
Your auntie scares me sometimes.
Auntie scares
Khalid
everyone.
instantly shakes her head.
You're welcome to turn it down, obviously. But I figured that
I don't like her.
being fair, clear, I gotta say, I don't like her too much either. She scares me. But think about the food.
Well, not only that, there's the food will be endless, first of all. But second of all, this also might be a decent way to get information because, quite frankly, the Fae have eyes and ears in a lot of places.
Behind your head, Zadim, like he like does the squint but raised eyebrows at unlimited food, like, oh, I'm about to test that theory.
Man, when will it be?
Typically, it's during the what did you say, Dom? Winter or spring solstice?
Summer.
Summer, excuse me.
What season is it right now?
Spring.
We got time, alright.
About a month and a half, give or take.
We have a bit of time, obviously, to either get comfortable with the idea or just say no straight away, and whoever wants to go may go.
Well,
But
I'm gonna go talk to Silek soon and ask if she wants to come to this thing. So, I can talk about that with her another day, probably.
I plan to go either way, so I might be missing for a day or two then. If not more.
Excuse me.
I just figured I'd give you a heads up now before, instead of just dropping it on you and just vanishing for no reason.
Can you get me like a cool thing to wrap around my straw hat to make it look flowier? Because summertime.
Like a ribbon?
What about a big feather?
Yeah, like a ribbon.
I can get that easily.
I don't know, mine look cool.
If you give me your hat, I can just spruce it up when the time comes.
He takes off his hat, and Bo, you notice, this is one of the few times you've seen Bo take off his hat. This motherfucker's hat hair is the fucking worst.
It's gross.
Does it have like an indentation of the top of the hat in it?
Yeah,
Yes.
Bo has very curly hair. Of
And
course
he's got it
does.
under a hat.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's got like ranger hat hair.
Yeah. And then he puts
Oh
it
my-
back on.
Oh my god, you look adorable.
Yeah.
Come on, let's head back home then after
To
this.
the home, yeah.
Yep, so you guys head back home.
I'm gonna pick up fabric.
Yes, you have fabric.
I'll go to my room so I can get a moment of fucking peace.
Yes, you go back.
And Bo will then cast commune ritually.
Okay. Also, who's outside?
Hey. Huh?
It's mad.
I just making sure.
It's his fan.
Oh yeah, I got my fan pointed at me because it's 90 degrees.
Ew.
I'll begin cast commune.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I'll just kind of say in prayer, and I'll go, "Hey, baby, so I have this formal thing coming up in the next few days with all these like noble people that like I started with this group like hating, and they're gonna be there, and it like kind of scares me a little bit. Do you know, are they gonna start mischief when they get here?"
They have no reason to that I know of.
Are their intentions as they say they are?
Yes. Their intentions are as they say they are. To bring justice to those who formed a militia on foreign soil.
Well, you haven't met like my closest friends really. You spoke to one of them. Do you want to come with us?
You just hear this, huh? What?
Yeah, you want to come with us?
It's very clearly just this pause. and eventually you hear this thoughtful.
I don't think one of the head guys believes I'm your fiance, so I want to prove it to him. Well, it's not just because I also want to spend time with you. It's been like getting to the better part of like half a year to like a year since I've just spent time with you.
Of course, I will see about showing up if at a later time I can have you come to an event that my father is holding.
Yo, there he is.
Just for the rest of the spell's duration, it only lasts a minute. So she just hears some screaming.
Oh, dude, I gotta meet your dad now.
You got to see Bo just bolts out of the house.
Whoa! Wait, what happened?
He throws down his briefcase at the lake. It turns into a boat, and he starts sailing into the lake.
Whoa!
Bruh.
He gone. Don't leave me.
What the hell? Okay, so I assume Zadim and Ivar just tend to chill near each other anyway, whenever the bullshit happens. So I'm just gonna look at him and point towards where that just went.
I cannot cast calm emotions. I can't.
That's not. No. No, okay.
I love that he finally quiets down and calms on the boat. He's like,
But it only lasts a minute.
Calms somehow on the boat.
He shouldn't be there, but somehow he is on the boat because you threw down a briefcase that only you were able to get on, but somehow Cobble is on the boat.
Cobble was on your back the entire time.
He couldn't have been. He's a kid, but you know. Also,
child.
one other thing, by the way, Butters, that you would have had to tell the others so they will all know this. There is another warlock who came by. He was from the orphanage. His name is Hoover.
Why is that name familiar?
Because you were told
Spell
it
it
by Hope.
I
Hope told
was
you.
told that by Hope.
Yeah.
Oh, he was the bad boy, right?
Yes, he's the I'm edgy and stuff like that.
The angst. Oh God, I'm
I
gonna.
think I have him in my back. I do have him in my notes. He's like, I don't even take notes. But the thing is, there's no notes about him. It's just the name Hoover.
Yeah.
There's nothing else
Perfect.
about him. It goes Hope, woman who runs the orphanage. I have that much.
Yep.
And then it just goes Hoover, and that's it.
You're on a list of who was coming to the keep.
Yes.
So yeah, he's here now.
He is here.
But so yeah, Bo will eventually come back, and he's like, I gotta cast Commune again.
How are you doing? Okay, so you come back to the land and you say that.
How long does he stay out?
You hit a
30,
new land
45
speed
minutes.
record there.
I will. In the 30 minutes, I do have to say I do have to do something. So I will tap him. If he keeps screaming for like 2 minutes, please go check on him. Otherwise, call me when he comes down.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna head up to Falcon's room. I need to ask him a question. Or excuse me, I need to ask him a few questions.
Mm.
Is he awake?
I don't know if she's gonna go up there. I can't tell to let the man sleep.
Oh no! Believe me, he's not asleep. That's the problem.
He's not asleep. No.
No.
Just so you know, Guru Silek took that as a yes, probably.
Oh yes, she knows you.
Yeah, she knows him well enough.
She knows. He's screaming, but that's him saying. He doesn't like it, but he'll do it because he loves me.
Oh God, poor Bo. Bo's sitting there like, okay, well, I got invited to one party. I mean, I can't. Maybe. Oh, by the way, I want you to meet my dad at another party. Ah! I will knock on his fucking door because I have some common courtesy.
I'm asleep.
Poking head in. Is he even laying down?
No.
Is he doing like sit-ups or something? Is he doing something like stupid that a paladin would do, like working out?
Yes.
Hey,
Right,
boys!
No, this This actually isn't important. What exactly is he doing?
He is doing. No, he's doing sit-ups.
Oh, I was gonna
Shirtless.
say squats.
Sit
I'm
on
gonna
his
stay on it.
dick.
Well, ironic. left.
NPR.
Okay, I thought you bailed right after saying that. To be honest, ironically, I was gonna say I'll sit on his legs. Ironically, just to work as a fucking weight because you're not supposed to curl this. I have a few questions for the exhausted man who should be relaxing.
This is me relaxing. Go ahead.
That's concerning. Okay, so we
You
went
should
to
see
talk
me
to
when
the
I'm frustrated
queen.
then. Say again?
She just stares at him for a few seconds. I have. Do I need to bring up the reason why we put the tie on the doorknob now?
He pauses for a second.
Oh God, just one of.
I was
Exactly.
thinking about the time when I broke down a. No, I'm not gonna run. No, if you don't remember it, I'm not gonna bring it up. What was your question?
I'll bring it up later. The king called you to talk to you about the clerics, obviously, where the issue arose. Do you remember what type of clerics they were, if he even told you? Did you even see them?
No. That's why we're having the meeting, because the nobles want to ensure that when they are brought in with a, how do I put this, safety, ironically enough. They don't want them executed too quickly. They'll be brought, apparently, but they've been restrained.
Does he look like he cringes when he says that word?
He looks confused because he's not sure how exactly or what exactly they have done to these people.
Do you honestly think it's safe?
Honestly, if they've restrained them, yeah. I mean, most
I don't
clerics...
mean the clerics.
The people? I have no fucking idea. I haven't met these people. You said that these people sent you to ensure that the warlocks that I was traveling with hadn't done something. So I have to assume that they're at the very least on our side, but in that case, that they're on their side, which means I don't know what their fucking side is. I don't know what their side is. You don't know what their side is. No one knows. We're literally just being kept in the dark until they tell us, which is going to likely be when we meet up with them. Because when we meet up with them is going to be when we find out more information, which is going to be at the dinner. And as much as I'm happily awaiting this dinner to find out what is going to happen, I'm also not wanting to find out what their whole thing is, because at the end of the day, it is... There's only so much that we can know before we find out, hey, here's where the line gets drawn. And when the line gets drawn...
My concern is that if they successfully convince the king to not deal with these clerics, they're just going to take them and they might come back.
I didn't say that they were going to convince the king to let them go or anything like that. From what it has been said, they are expecting the king to take action, which means that they're going to give them up. They don't want them, but they're holding on to them. Which implies...
So it's good for me to be suspicious of that specific scenario then.
That specific scenario. Because in my mind, what that says to me is that the clerics in this regard are the only thing keeping the king from acting in other ways. I don't know what they would be thinking about that. Maybe they think that, they have something that the king wouldn't like. I don't know.
I'm wondering what the hell their interest in the specific group is, as well as
Apparently
why they're putting so much
killing
effort.
them, because killing the true is what they did.
Well, if they're from where I think they're from...
Looks at you with this look of what?
Okay, so there's a lot here. So just bear with me.
I'm not a bear.
She squints at him. As
Reflex.
far
I'm
as
trying to make light of things when I'm essentially trying not to break my oath of bringing light into the world. Okay.
she puts her forehead to his, it's okay. Just breathe.
Breathing's
From what
easy.
I
There we go.
From what I
There's a smile.
understand, these nobles might be from. I don't know if it's completely true, if we confirmed it, or what. There's a lot going on, but they might be from this place called the inverse plane. In which case, the true from that inverse plane are the opposite of the true from this one.
Then
So if they came here and their intention is to hunt the true under the assumption that it is the true from their world, then I'm even more concerned about these clerics.
I suppose so, but again, that would imply that they are unaware that they're in a world that is the opposite of their world.
There's also the fact that
If they've
these are
been
the
here for
nobles
a
who had a
while,
dragon.
were you able to prove that?
That they had it or that it exists?
Or that it was theirs?
Mhm.
You're saying it was
That's what
their
I said.
dragon.
That's why I'm saying I'm concerned and suspicious, and it's only a theory.
The theories won't get us to knowing what we can and cannot be allowed to do with or for or against them.
I know they also had something explode out of their castle, apparently.
Yes, that means that something attacked them. That does not mean that whatever it was or whoever it was the sort of creature, entity, or whatever it may be that you say or think it is. You understand, again, what I am saying and what I am thinking about all this.
She nods her head. Okay. I just had to get your opinion on this, because this is far too fucking suspicious. Bo ran out the house screaming, by the way.
I did a few times myself.
What?
I'm allowed to scream.
Okay, so every time I've tried to contact you and I asked, are you okay? You said you were fine.
Yes. Did you not hear the... Oh, wait. Sending is very bad about tone, isn't it?
Yes.
He has this look of, huh. It had the stressed tone of, I'm fine. And from his expression, there's the tired...
I'm not fine.
I'm fine. I'm managing it. But I'm not as fine as I'm saying I am.
I'll go check on Bo in a second. When I come back, there are two things.
Mm-hmm.
She grabs him by the shoulder so he stops fucking moving.
Mm-hmm.
And shakes him slightly. You and I need to have a long discussion because you're not talking to me despite the fact that we're engaged. And I'm still holding you to what you apparently will not tell me about that I've forgotten. I'm going to ask you about that once I come back. You're not avoiding it.
Which thing?
The frustration.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure it doesn't even matter anymore because regarding all of this stuff's more frustrating.
Oh no, now I just want to know what I'm forgetting.
No,
She'll stand up and kind of dust herself off.
You're not going to get it because I've already put it so far out of my mind that I don't know. That's not me
being... to remind you.
That's not going to help me, Naivara.
She just smiles as she walks backwards out the room.
You're going to drive me crazy.
I'm heading downstairs. Does Bo come back, or is Nadim still looking at the window?
By this point, Bo's come back.
Alright, so why the hell were you screaming?
I need to cast sending or communicate.
Wow.
I need to speak to another god.
Oh, is this what I think it is?
Well, like, he wants now. She's saying So you know how you have your gala thing?
Yeah.
Now I have a gala thing, except this one's a party a god is throwing.
She grins. It's a nice little
and
party.
I believe her dad is like a greater deity, right?
Yes.
Isn't her dad like a
Engamere.
Her dad's like a greater deity. So like I'm about to do something that even some of like his highest clerics haven't done. Met him.
She grins. I mean, he is probably going to want to meet his son-in-law.
Also, I will spell Engelmare in case anyone doesn't have it in their notes.
Also, like, does that mean if I was a Kraken, have I met him before? And like, if I have met him before, is it gonna be rude if I don't remember him?
Okay, well, in this scenario, I'm not sure even if you were a Kraken if you met him, but if you did, you've been reincarnated. It's not expected for your memories to all be there, if any at all.
You know, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm not just kind of it's because it takes us a while to get to the king. I'm asleep.
Yeah.
In the morning, I'm gonna call him.
All right.
She holds her hand out to him. Good luck.
All right. We'll move straight into that.
Also, they have
to do
good.
Today.
Also, the intentions they claim are more than likely true. Silex says, and they don't plan on causing mischief.
Well, that definitely makes me feel a lot better.
Yeah, I'm just cool like that, so I can figure it out. You know how it is. All right, I'm gonna go.
She pokes his nose. Sure.
Yeah, he sneezes.
It's wonderful seeing you again, Bo.
Where's that Axel fella?
That's a good question.
Where has Axel gone?
Yeah, Butter's ready to go.
You haven't been paying attention.
He's just been fucking.
He's been fucking around.
Chilling. Yeah, he's been using his magic on the kids for fun, probably.
Connor's just off somewhere crying. You know, turn her into a fucking squirrel again.
Nah. He's probably like
squirrel.
talking to Bixby, honestly, about magic. Not kidding.
I can see that. But yes, anything else anyone wants to do this day before Bo gets his second round of questions?
I wanted to talk to Clear.
Hmm?
Yeah, I want to talk to Clear.
Okay, Claire wants to be talked to by Zadine. No, Zadine wants to talk to Claire. Claire doesn't want to be talked to. Claire does Claire things.
Maybe, I don't know.
But Claire's also not here because... Wait, no, yeah, Nebier's back! Yay! I didn't hear you say you were back, I'm sorry. I opened up my thing to be like, wait, is you actually back? So yes, go ahead.
Zadine's gonna go down and take a job.
Yeah, we're wrapping up after this.
Knock on the door.
Okay.
You're gonna wait just to walk in there. Be polite.
You got them manners.
Excuse me.
Plus. He knocks louder because he remembers
Cut
Clear.
out. So all I heard was.
I wasn't able to mute myself fast enough.
After the loud knock, just you hear like a very quiet. Huh?
He starts knocking out a beat.
Clear.
No, he has more rhythm than that.
Eventually,
It's a big man joke.
that's sort of the sound. It's like, come here.
The door.
He will open the door and peek his head in.
I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
So Kalia is currently behind a door. Behind a.
Another door.
She's currently behind a bench. And her armor is in front of her.
Oh, she's not wearing it though.
No, she's hiding herself behind that.
But very conveniently, you can't see her body.
Seems like
she's hiding herself behind it.
he's like, oh wow, never actually seen clear outside the armor. Still not seeing clear outside the armor. But
I am very sorry. I did not mean to interrupt. I can come back later if it will work. I just wanted to ask you something about one of your projects.
Is it quick?
No.
Okay, give me a little bit.
okay, he'll close the door.
Roughly 10 minutes later. Well, when is this? Is this like in the evening?
Afternoon.
Yeah, roughly 10 minutes later, she'll come out in the armor. What does she want to ask me?
Well, now I have even more questions, actually. But I initially came here because I remember on the wall talking to you about the coat project and how the progress was going. And you mentioned something about a power source. I had thought that this vehicle was going to rely solely on power, but it is not.
Yeah, it does magical things.
Oh,
Yeah. Cause like, there needs to be like horses, because it's a cart. But the horses need to get on the cart when it turns into a boat.
hmm. That is interesting.
Why'd you ask?
Well, I'd never heard of a device that made something move without using horses or the wind. So I was trying to figure out what this third option was.
Oh, yeah, it's just, yeah.
This is not something I am very familiar with, but I am curious about.
Um, Curious about what?
How this sort of thing works. I am the kind of person who looks to a more nature-based solution as opposed to arcane, especially the arcane sort that works in terms of machinery, I suppose.
Uh, a bit, I guess. It's not really that interesting. Power source is boring. Really. She's given like a little bit of shifty eyes.
Why you ask?
May I inside check her?
Yeah. The reason why I'm giving you the shifty eyes is like, I mean, I don't think her deception's great, to be honest. It's +2. She's not really proficient, but, you know.
It's up to you. You could say that's all I get.
You roll in, so why not? She's not.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, she seems like she doesn't really want to. Well, she seems like she's kind of like definitely underplaying it. Seems a bit uncomfortable.
if you don't want to talk about the project specifically, that is fine. Having, how do you say, trade secrets is important, and I respect that. But I was wondering if I could ask you, you seem to be very adept at creating gadgets and different tools for situations. And I was wondering if I could talk to you about perhaps commissioning some arrows in that vein.
Um, what sort of arrows?
Well, in a sense, trick arrows. That as opposed to simply sticking
They don't
into
exist.
something.
You fire them, but then they're just like puff of smoke or something.
Well, that would be one. That would be very interesting. But I thought more like an arrow that, when it hits or in the middle of flying, explodes into a net or some sort of device to trip whatever you are aiming at. Or perhaps an
Oh,
arrow that, instead of doing piercing damage, it bludgeons the target. Along those lines.
hmm. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. It might take a bit of time.
That is fine. I do not want
I'll
to
do
distract you from your current project, but I figured I would
it.
approach you about it.
It's alright. And, yeah, but so I probably should say, I wouldn't ask about the power source. It's,
Ask about what? I actually can't hear you. Someone's crunching to that.
I wouldn't ask about the power source, by the way. It's a bit more than a secret.
It is how you make more than just the court work, I would presume.
It's more that uh, it can probably do a lot of things that can uh, like kill a lot of people if if it was in the wrong hands.
I
Cool
respect
as a
that.
nuclear reactor. We're in a house filled with children, just like not telling
Our
anybody.
character, you're not far off.
I'm just not going to say much about that either. Neither is
NPR
Calavia.
accidentally inventing the nuclear age.
You kill my
She
kids, I fucking end you.
created. She
Fucking
created the
Gandhi
atomic
coming
bomb and
along.
just keeps it there.
I want a piece of that.
Holy cow. That is fine. I can leave it at that. I wouldn't understand how it worked anyway.
Hmm. It's also just like, in case other people start asking and and you go along with them because you think, oh, it's fine, she won't mind.
That is true. I might be persuaded to be a bit more congenial. And if I don't know anything, it doesn't matter how persuasive they are, I cannot say what I do not know.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I can have a look at something. If you have any ideas for arrows, then yeah, just talk to me.
Yes, I would be happy to. But I will leave you to your earlier machinations.
Okay. Thank you.
You are welcome.
For the first person to talk to me in a little bit.
About...
Or just like alone, so it's nice.
Then I will be sure to do it more often.
She's smart.
All right.
And he nods and he heads back upstairs.
Wonderful.
Right.
Anything else anyone else wanted to do? Because I'm pretty sure no one said anything.
Anything I can do, I can DM you.
Marvelous. So,
NPR, look at the chat.
last thing we're going to do is just going to be Bo talking to Ingmar, and then we're going to end the session on that. Sound good?
The mayor?
I might have,
Alright.
I might have to leave
Ingmar.
mid-convo.
Understandable.
I'm-
That's why we're ending on that.
to
It should only be 3 questions, depending on how Bo takes it. So, Bo, 3 questions for the god of the ocean, the one who is married to the
Hopefully.
ocean.
Let's see.
Hey, can I marry you now?
Hi, can I get your blessing? You must prove your worth.
Well, I he's think Bo doesn't know if he's gonna ask that or like wait till he meets to ask.
Okay. So you cast up the commune to
Um,
talk to him.
yeah. Hello, Mister Silex Dad. Uh,
There's a
hi.
distinct smell of salt water that just like pungently washes over you.
Oh,
Okay. Ha ha ha. Um, Silex said she wanted me to come to a to you are. I'm Bo. Yeah, I don't know if I said that already. Is that okay with you?
If she's invited you, yes.
Met before, have
Not as you are, not as I am.
very. Uh, do you know what the relationship is?
I will not call you son until you deserve it.
All right. Good speaking with you. Hope I. She'll be.
One thing I will give you for
All
free.
right.
People have traveled upon the waters, my waters, towards where you are. They are hunting. Be careful. And then the water just smells goes away.
Oh,
He gave you that one for free.
that's not Oh
They didn't say they were
no.
hunting for you. They just said they were hunting.
Oh,
And that's what you get.
I hate everything.
So
that
that
man
is,
sounded like 5 seconds from just snapping Bo's neck and being done.
to be fair, Angmar is a very interesting individual, and I am glad that you finally decided to speak to him.
If he's like Poseidon, I'm scared.
Oh God, yeah.
To be
Because
fair,
Poseidon's a motherfucker.
Well, I mean,
depends.
yeah, that's how his kids came along.
No,
No.
Paris, stop. I mean, that motherfucker Chrysius for the rest of his life just because he defended himself against one of his kids. I think Verodicius did break into his house, but
And
like it was
stabbed him in the
understandable.
eye.
Out of defense.
At that point, it wasn't defense. He
Defense.
could have just, done the cheap thing, but at the same
Well,
time,
it was
no,
no.
it was
It's
definitely
like
defense.
because
No, no, it was.
he was trying to protect his teammates, who, being fair, were fucking idiots.
Yes.
So
Yes, they
like he was
were.
trying to protect his crew.
When the
Yes.
boys are being absolute dunces, but you gotta do something about it because you're
I
their
took
boy
the
too.
eye. That's some true ride or die. I took the eye of a god to save your ass.
Well, it
Well,
wasn't of
not
a
a
god.
god.
It was a
Cyclops.
cyclops.
Regardless.
But you take an eye of a cyclops. It's not like they have a second eye to rely on.
Exactly.
Not like they're a
Like how the fuck
Cyclops.
a Can we please get Can we please get art of a cyclops wearing an eye patch?
Marvelous.
Isn't that just like? Nah, I'm not gonna say that.
It's a fucking sleeping mask, is what it is.
Well, that's not what I was gonna say.
Can a
But yeah, that's
cyclops
true.
wink?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
we're ending
Oh.
session.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone so much for watching with us. It's good to be back. I have a new computer. I'm streaming again. What team comp at the purple site? Because apparently, we're over 2.5 hours in. Twitch.tv/what team comp.
I was about to say, I'm like, purple site. What the?
YouTube apparently doesn't like it if you mention other streaming sites and such because they want you to stream on YouTube, and YouTube has given me no reason to do so. They've given me literally no incentive to do so. So,
I mean, it's only really.
Get any recommended fucking algorithm shit. So,
none that I'm aware of. So yeah. Until then, though, thank you all for watching with us. We're gonna get to see some more stuff. Obviously, clearly this is more getting into some more intrigue type things. I wish Taru had been here for this because she would have had very interesting things to say, I'm sure. But we'll have to try and shake her and get her dragged back into this next week. But until then, we've been One Team Cup, and we'll see you all later. Bye bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Goodbye.